A very good morning, viewers. You're watching Republic TV and I am Shivangi Shukla. We get you top updates this Saturday morning. But first, the headlines we're tracking right now. India soaring and looking up to the skies when a JNU is open and shocking casteism. Liquor gate probe widens out. KCR's daughter is now in the dock, summoned by CBI. ED News tightens and Liger files explodes from political links to foreign funding. It's all under the scanner now. Satra land encroachment report lays bare the encroachment threat. The time to act is now. Congress Jammu and Kashmir chief runs down third highest civilian award, calls it Chota Award. It's Congress versus Congress once again. Sandeep Dixit puts it out there. Tweets against Devendra Yadav. Viewers, getting it, breaking news now. National Conference leader after Jammu and Kashmir Congress chief has insulted Padma Bhushan Award. NC also raises doubts on Padma Award, says politics has come into awards and now its importance is decreasing. This is also what we're getting for you right now. Remember, the Congress Jammu and Kashmir chief had actually said that these awards, the Padma Awards, are chota meaning small. Chota meaning small. Now we're getting some more details coming in, where an NC leader has raised doubts on the Padma Award, saying politics has come into the awards and now its importance is decreasing. NC is saying that Padma Awards' importance is decreasing. A very statement which is very similar, in fact, to what the Jammu and Kashmir Congress chief had said. Extremely insulting statement coming in right this time around, once again, this time from the NC. Remember that Congress Jammu and Kashmir chief Rasool Wani had sparked a controversy by calling the Padma Bhushan Award the third highest civilian award in India. I repeat, it's a third highest civilian award in India, and he called that award a Chota Award, meaning a small award, viewers. And Rasool Wani sparked this big controversy. At the same time, right now, we're getting some more details, but the NC also coming up and raising doubts on Padma Awards, saying politics has come into the awards and now its importance is decreasing. Some reactions coming in right now. Let's go ahead and play that out.
यह है कि आज़ाद साहब जम्मू कश्मीर के चीफ मिनिस्टर भी रहे हैं, जम्मू कश्मीर के रहने वाले हैं, एक दूर दराज इलाके से रहने वाले हैं और पॉलिटिक्स में 50 साल के करीब उनकी कंट्रीब्यूशन है, रहे हैं, एक पार्टी के साथ जुड़े हैं। सडनली वो पार्टी से बाहर आ गए, तो कुछ लगता है कि डेमोक्रेसी में अब ये विचारधारा ख़त्म हो गई है। एक विचारधारा से जुड़े थे और फारूक उन्होंने खुद भी जो लेटर लिखा है उसमें बहुत कुछ लिखा है कि मैंने ये किया और मुझे कांग्रेस ने ये दिया। फिर उसको किसी ने नहीं पूछा कि फिर क्या वक्त आया, क्यों ऐसा हुआ कि वो पार्टी से अलग हो गए। कभी कभी पार्टी के अंदर ऐसे भी रहना पड़ता है, बगैर किसी ओहदे के भी रहना पड़ता है, जब लंबी अरसे तक इंसान रहता है। अब वकार रसूल साहब उसी के चेले हैं, आज़ाद साहब के ही प्रोडक्शन है वो। तो अब उन्होंने जो कहा है, तो मैं समझता हूं कि जब अवार्ड दिए जाते हैं, अवार्ड प्रोमिनेंट लोगों को दिए जाते हैं, उसमें पॉलिटिक्स कम होता है। अब बीजेपी को पसंद आए आज़ाद साहब, तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूं कि क्यों दिया गया उसको अवार्ड को आज़ाद साहब के मुकाबले का बनाया गया या आज़ाद साहब को अवार्ड के मुकाबले का बनाया गया, ये वक्त बताएगा।
आपको लगता है कि अवॉइड किया जाना चाहिए था छोटा कहना अवार्ड के लिए, क्योंकि अवार्ड की तो अपनी जगह है।
मेरा ख्याल है कि अवार्ड को डिस्कस नहीं करना चाहिए, लेकिन हुकूमतों ने ऐसा सिचुएशन किया कि इन अवार्ड्स की अहमियत ही कम कर दी है। ये मैं कहता हूँ, अवार्ड्स जो हैं वो प्रोमिनेंट पर्सनैलिटीज़, राधा कृष्णन साहब थे या बहुत से लोग थे, मौलाना अबुल कलाम आज़ाद साहब थे या APJ कलाम साहब हैं। तो अब इसमें पॉलिटिक्स आ गया है, तो इस अवार्ड की अहमियत को ख़त्म कर रहे हैं ये लोग। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि इस अवार्ड की अहमियत को रहने देना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये कुछ ख़ास लोग ही होते हैं जिनको ये दिया जाता है। इसको ना डिस्कस करें तो अच्छी बात है।
All right, viewers, let's go to Gursimran. Gursimran, we just heard the NC leader say that the importance of the award is decreasing. This is one more statement coming in after that Congress chief of Jammu and Kashmir called the award small. Chota award, Gursimran.
Yes, the Congress party is now following the national conference, following the footsteps of their previous alliance, Congress party, and they are also on the same lines as it was in the case of Congress, where Congress chief Vikas Sulwani has belittled the importance of the Padma Awards by calling it a Chota Sa award, while attacking the former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Ghulam Nabi Azad, who has parted the ways from the Congress party. Now the national conference, what they have said that since the government and the politics has got involved into it, the awards are losing their importance, and the award that was given, it has to be seen whether the Ghulam Nabi Azad rose to the level of the award, or the award was brought to the level of Ghulam Nabi Azad. So these are the words of the national conference, clearly raising doubts on the importance of the Padma Award, saying that the politics that has come into the awards has belittled the importance of it, and it should have been avoided. Clearly clearing no condemnation of word for the statement of Vikas Sulwani, who has termed the award a Chota award, and they are saying that the government is doing same. It is the government, the Congress and the National Conference now is putting the onus on the government, that the government involvement, the political involvement in the Padma Awards is belittling its importance.
Well, Gursimran, we were speaking to some people as well here, getting many reactions coming in. In fact, a former Jammu and Kashmir Deputy CM Kavindra Gupta has himself said that this is the language of frustration, because the kind of comment which was made by the Congress leader and now, of course, NC leader, it shows that they have no respect for the people who have worked so hard to earn these awards. Gursimran.
Yes, Kavindra Gupta has said that they are just trying to now compare this just for the sake that they are not in power. They are making each and every statement in frustration, and it's like belittling the honor of those brave hearts, those people who have contributed to the civil society, honored with the Padma Awards. It's not about the questioning the Ghulam Nabi Azad, but also those who have been honored with this prestigious awards over the years, no matter the government of which party has been into the powers. There are many people who have been conferred with this highest civilian awards, be it the Padma Shri, Padma Vibhushan or Padma Bhushan. But now the Congress chief belittling the importance, calling it a Chota Sa award, is a disrespect for all those who have been honored by the same. And also the Ghulam Nabi Azad's party, Democratic Azad Party, General Secretary R.S. Chib has also slammed the Congress party and said that it's not the award that is Chota, but it is the soch of the Congress and Vikas Sulwani, that is a choti soch.
All right, thank you so much, Gursimran, for joining us with all the details. And Gursimran also spoke to that NC leader who is making very, very, shocking statements again. This time, the NC leader also said that politics has come into the awards, and now the importance of the awards is decreasing. And this is the Padma Bhushan Award. We are talking about Padma Bhushan Award, which is basically, viewers, the third highest civilian award in India. It has been called a Chota Award as well by the Jammu and Kashmir Congress chief as well, Rasool Wani, sparking a big controversy, and we are tracking the story very, very closely here on Republic TV. Well, right now, let's move ahead to the other story we're tracking right now, and this has to do with what's happening in the Shraddha murder probe. Getting some more details coming in, viewers, at this point of time. And what we're learning so far, viewers, is that when the narco test had happened, according to top sources in Delhi police, the narco test, Aftab revealed that he chopped Shraddha's body with a small saw. And during the investigation, it has also been revealed that Aftab used Chinese meat cleaver to cut Shraddha's body into pieces. And most shockingly, viewers, after killing her, Aftab first chopped Shraddha's hands. These are very gruesome details we're sharing with you right now, viewers. I know these are very gruesome and sad details coming in, but this is what he had said. Aftab has said this in his narco test. Madhurima is joining us live. Madhurima, very, very sad and gruesome details coming in right now. Take us through exactly what was said in the narco test and what our sources have told us about what can happen next now in the Shraddha murder probe.
A total of 5 days, including the pre-interview, where a set of 50 questions were put forth in front of Aftab, ranging from what his name to the kind of weapon that he used and where did he dispose them of, and where is the skull. Because remember, the latest that we are getting is that he chopped his hand first, but we initially, the Delhi police also shared a very gory detail that he disposed the face in the last, because he used to open the refrigerator where he was storing those body parts. He used to look at the face, and it was the face that he disposed in the end. And now we're getting to know that it was the hand that he chopped first in multiple pieces and then went on to dispose it of in the Mehroli jungle. And some of the body parts and exhibits were even recovered from the Gurugram jungle that was a couple of kilometers away from his workplace. Now, what next is expected is that Aftab's narco test answers and his polygraph test answers will be compared in front of him. If there is any difference, that what he spoke consciously and unconsciously, then the police are going to grill Aftab more to come to the conclusion. Because remember, the Delhi police has been complaining. The top sources, in fact, have told us that he has been changing his statement. He has not been consistent, and which is why these tests were necessary. So these answers of these two tests will be matched so as to see that if there is similarity or is there disparity in answers of both the tests. Because if unconsciously he spoke the truth in comparison to what he spoke when the polygraph was happening, then that's going to land Aftab in the problem and will strengthen the case of the police officials. Because remember, the police does not have much hard evidence. They are relying on the FSL reports and the digital print. The only evidence they have been able to procure right now, until now, is one of the murder weapons. Now we have to wait. The nature of the weapon is not certain, but what we have learned from this narco test is that he did use a small saw and a Chinese cleaver to chop off Shraddha's body parts into multiple pieces. But the police had said that there were multiple weapons used because it is not easy to penetrate through bone using normal knives and using the normal method. It's a meticulous job, and Aftab took around 10 hours to do so. He dragged the body. What the FSL top sources also told us, the time when he was taken to recreate the entire scene at his residence, that he dragged the body, he took it inside the washroom, and then he began to chop while keeping the tap open so that there is no stain there's no stain left of the blood on the walls or elsewhere. However, we've learned as well that there were multiple stains that have been recovered by the forensic experts. Now we are just waiting for the DNA results, because DNA has been secured from the father and the brother, and if it matches, it would be the last nail in the coffin for Aftab. Back to you.
Well, Madhurima, you're getting us inside details of the narco test as well. And, right now the police is still searching for the body parts of Shraddha. In fact, if you could just share with us what's the next step in the investigation. Because what we are learning so far is that police are searching for the skull of Shraddha and the remaining parts. The DNA report of Shraddha is expected to also come very soon, Madhurima.
Well, yes, absolutely, Shivangi. The DNA report is supposed to be submitted to the police officials in a span of less than a week. What is only left is the comparison, like I was pointing out, of the answers that he gave during the polygraph test and the answers that he gave during the narco test. Speaking to the media, SK Gupta, the assistant director, had
told us that how Aftab during the polygraph test was very calm, very composed, because he was an educated man. He knew how the procedure works, that they are going to map the heartbeat, the blood pressure and the brain waves as to if he is speaking the truth. So he kept his answers very short, very crisp, one-liners, so as to make sure that his vitals do not really pendulate as it is expected to happen in a polygraph test. One needs a lot of control, and according to the experts, we've learned that Aftab was in control. He's a sharp man, and this point has also been reiterated by the Delhi top police officials. Now next we are waiting for the report to come. It is just a matter of week and even less than a week that the reports will be submitted, and if the DNA matches, it will strengthen the Delhi police's case in the court, because until now the Delhi police was fighting this case on circumstantial evidence and the digital imprints of Shraddha's social media functioning, and also at the same time her transactions from her ATM card and that of Aftab, they all were traced to the Chhatarpur apartment. Next is the DNA sampling result that is going to give Delhi police's case the push it needed. Back to you.
All right, Madhurima, thank you for getting us all the details. Madhurima is getting us top updates as Aftab has made huge revelations during the narco test about weapons he used to chop Shraddha's body. Thank you, Madhurima, and please keep us updated on this probe of the Shraddha murder case. Let's move on to the other story we're tracking as well right now. Assam CM Himanta Biswa Sarma has received an interim report of the Commission for Review and Assessment of Problems of Satra land encroachment. 3 years after the committee was formed, here is a detailed report on the encroachment truth.
The problem of illegal land encroachment is not new for Assam. And an interim report by a 3-member government-appointed commission has laid bare the true extent of it. Nearly 365 days after the Assam cabinet formed the commission, the encroachment truth is out. From Lakhimpur to Dhubri, encroachment runs deep. Approximately 22.5% of 303 satras are now encroached by illegal migrants in Assam.
It's a fact in Assam that whether it is a Satra land, whether it is any vacant government land, it is always encroached by this immigrant Muslims. They originated from East Bengal, East Bangladesh, and that is a major problem not only in the Satras, in every vacant government land.
The scathing interim report has left the country startled. Barpeta has been completely encroached. 5,545 bighas now lie under the grab of illegal migrants.
All people are 99.9% encroachers are from the Muslim community, and they are immigrants.
But the question remains, how is it that more than 7,000 bighas have been encroached right under the government's nose? How is it that over the years no action was initiated whatsoever?
See, I am telling you, until and unless you have a political back, government, if the government owns support, can you take a inch land here in Guwahati? You cannot take, isn't it?
However, the Himanta government is leaving no stone unturned to resolve the land encroachment problem. 3 years after, the Brahma Committee report need to address the problem of illegal encroachment cannot be ignored. The time to act against the threat is now. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Viewers, getting visuals of a boy trapped inside a lift in Uttar Pradesh's Noida. The visuals on your screen. The boy is trapped inside that lift. This is coming out from Noida, viewers, Delhi NCR region, where the child is seen shouting for help in the lift. He's shouting, he's trapped in the lift, and this incident has been caught on CCTV camera. He's kicking, he's punching the lift, he's shouting. We can see that he has a bicycle with him. The child has a bicycle with him. He's trapped in a lift in Noida. Now, these visuals have been caught on CCTV, viewers. The child is trapped in a lift in Noida, the Delhi NCR region. Piyush Ori is joining us live. Piyush, we are seeing the child shouting for help in the lift. Has this boy been rescued so far, Piyush?
So yes, good morning, and this is a very frightening image that has come from a society in Noida where a 10-year-old child is being seen being trapped in a lift. Now, thankfully, he's been rescued, but this has again brought to fore about how poorly maintained lifts in societies of Ghaziabad, Noida, and even Gurugram is now resulting in safety jeopardy of several of the citizens, prominently being that of children. Now, this incident just comes days after 3 girls were trapped in a lift in a society in Ghaziabad for more than 25 minutes. Those girls were also rescued, but once again, are we waiting for any big tragedy to happen? So now this incident has once again brought to fore about how poorly maintained lift is bringing safety jeopardy to several of the residents who are living in these societies. So yes, time for builders to wake up and smell the coffee and really improve the condition of these lifts. Back to you in the studio.
Right. All right, Piyush, thank you for getting those details. A child has been rescued, viewers, and like Piyush Ori, our correspondent, was telling us, this really shows the state of affairs when it comes to children's safety, especially in a lift, being trapped in a lift. He's kicking, he's punching, he's asking for help, but the child has now been rescued. That is good news coming in, even though it's raising questions on child safety, especially in a lift in housing societies in Delhi NCR region. All right, let's go ahead and see what else is making news from across India. The Maharashtra and Karnataka border continues to intensify in a fresh development. Karnataka CM Basavaraj Bommai urged Maharashtra to not send its ministers to Belgavi in Karnataka. He said it's not appropriate for Maharashtra ministers to visit Belgavi amid the tensions. Sparking massive controversy, Congress Jammu and Kashmir Chief Rasool Wani has run down the 3rd highest civilian award, Padma Bhushan, calling it a choti baat. The controversial statement was made by Wani to attack Ghulam Nabi Azad, who dumped Vadra Congress.
आज एक छोटा सा अवार्ड और मोदी जी के मगरमच्छ के आंसू आपके सामने आ गए और आपने 40 साल 50 साल जो कांग्रेस पार्टी ने आपको दिया, जो इंदिरा जी ने, जो संजय गांधी ने, जो राजीव जी ने, जो हमारी मैडम सोनिया गांधी जी ने, राहुल जी ने आपको इज्जत दी, सम्मान दिया, कद दिया, पोस्टें दी, इक़्तिदार दिया, वो सारा कुछ आपको मोदी जी के 2 आंसुओं में भूल गया.
It's Congress versus Congress again in the national capital. This time, Sandeep Dixit hits out at Devendra Yadav via a tweet. In the tweet, he stated that Devendra is allegedly using his mother's power and sitting on the same stage where his mother's photo was displayed. He further said the way and manner in which he manipulated against her, did his best to humiliate her, was despicable.
And Goa, now in Delhi, it is Congress versus Congress. Tukde Tukde Congress. Congress opposing Congress. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, before embarking upon Bharat Jodo Yatra, Bharat is already won, thanks to Sardar Patel ji. Before embarking on such a journey, you should have started a journey of Congress Jodo. Because everywhere we see, everywhere anyone sees, it is either Congress Todo, it is either Congress Chodo, and Janta is also saying Congress ko chhod hi do. This is why first you ensure that Congress Jodo takes place from north to south, from east to west. There is Congress versus Congress. और जब कांग्रेस ही नहीं जुड़ पा रही है, how will you do भारत को जोड़ने का काम?
Ahead of the Bengal Panchayat polls, a bomb explosion has been reported at TMC leader Rajkumar Manna's residence in West Bengal's area of Bhupati Nagar. Now, at least 3 people lost their lives in the explosion while several remain injured. Shocking details have emerged from killer Aftab's narco test. He revealed that he used Chinese weapons and saw to chop Shraddha's body into 35 pieces. As a probe is underway, the grisly details of Shraddha's murder case continues to shock the nation. A war of words between Aam Aadmi Party and BJP seems unending now. BJP targeted Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi's worsening equality, saying that the national capital has become a gas chamber. Again, with this, the blame game between the two political parties continues while the presidents pay the brunt of it. Viewers, getting some big breaking coming in at this point of time this Saturday morning. Police seeking stringent law of religious conversion that has been filed in Supreme Court. Big breaking coming in where fresh intervention application filed in Supreme Court, and this has been filed by Swami Jitendra Anand Saraswati. All right, so this Swami has said, Mr. Saraswati Swami has said that women, children, main target of missionaries, but center has not taken appropriate steps. So he is talking about forced conversions. He's talking about religious conversions right now, saying that women, children are main target of missionaries as well. Sambhav is joining us on the phone line. Sambhav, this plea is seeking stringent law on religious conversions. Take us through what Swami Jitendra Anand Saraswati has said in that.
So this religious conversion issue is making news in the Supreme Court again and again. And this time, these are the pleas seeking the stringent law on religious conversion. Here, a fresh intervention application has been filed in the Apex Court by Swami Jitendra Nath Saraswati. And as per his petition in the Apex Court, women and children are the main target of missionaries, and the center has not taken any appropriate step, is what the petition is talking about. As per the petition, if we go by the petition, women and children are the main target of the missionaries and other groups for religious conversion. But center government has not taken any appropriate steps to control religious conversion, is what the petition is saying. The situation is alarming, and as many individuals and organizations are carrying the mass conversion of socially, economically and underprivileged, downtrodden people of the country by using force. So they are talking about forceful conversion by means of social, economic and targeting social, economic and underprivileged, downtrodden people of the country. This is what the petition is saying. And the petition also talks about the Hindutva.
Well, Sambhav, earlier also Supreme... Right. So, Sambhav, like I was asking you, that this is not the first time Supreme Court has in the past expressed concern about forced conversions going on in the country. So, take us exactly through the other pleas which have also come in at this point of time. Before I go to Sambhav, I'm also being joined right now by our Executive Editor Legal, Ridham Bhardwaj. Ridham, this is a very, very significant plea which has been filed. Please take us through the significance of this latest development.
Well, we have to... plea is going to be tagged with the earlier plea on religious conversion in the last hearing.
All right, Ridham, if you can hear... Ridham, can you hear me, Ridham? All right, we'll go back to Ridham. We'll go back to Ridham Bhardwaj, who is our Executive Editor Legal. She'll help us understand the significance of this developing story we are getting for you right now, where they're pleas seeking stringent law on religious conversions. And this plea is a fresh intervention application filed in Supreme Court. This has been filed by Swami Jitendra Anand Saraswati, and he's saying that women, children, main target of missionaries, but center has not taken appropriate steps as well. This is what Swami Jitendra Anand Saraswati is saying in his plea. He's also saying the situation is alarming as many individuals and organizations are carrying mass conversions, socially, economically underprivileged and the downtrodden people of the country by using force. Ridham is joining us back. Ridham, this is a very, very significant plea which has been filed. Please explain to our viewers about the significance of this plea which has been filed by Swami Jitendra Anand Saraswati.
Yeah, it's quite similar, this intervention application that's been filed in the case to the one that we've earlier heard. Even earlier it's been said women and children are the main target. There's not anything new that this plea is stating in the top court, but what is important is the Supreme Court has said they want to give a great hearing in it. All the states have been implemented as parties. Several states have said we have a formula for forced conversion, but many states do not. And the most crucial aspect in this is going to be what the Supreme Court says on the central government's words where the central government says we are keeping a very close eye on this grave issue. And the Supreme Court has also been told by the Solicitor General, that is representing the central government, that they are going to try and ensure all steps that post-conversion is not there. So I think more important than the plea that has been filed, which is an intervention application in the already being heard in the top court case on post-conversion,
right.
What is more crucial is the language of the court and the central government.
All right, thank you, Shraddha Bhardwaj, Executive Editor and Legal, for getting us the significance of this plea. The plea is saying by Swami Jitendra Anand Saraswati that women are being targeted and children are being targeted as well. On that note, let's take a very short break. We continue getting the top updates on Republic TV. There's much more coming up on the other side, as well as the ED news tightens and Liger files explodes.
Will smart manufacturing complement traditional manufacturing processes or replace them entirely?
India will be able to contribute approximately 5% of the global market in terms of when we talk about additive manufacturing.
What kind of opportunities does it hold for the BTech students?
Amrita University, I would say, is ideal for students who come into manufacturing, additive manufacturing.
To know more, watch Amrita School of Engineering presents Shaping the Future of India this weekend, only on Republic TV.
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना।
वो सपना जो बुना, तुझे लगा गुनगुना।
कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
इसलिए ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स, सपने आपके, लैमिनेट्स हमारा। अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
Nora, did you receive some gifts from Nora, did you receive gifts? Nora, did you receive gifts? 1 minute. 1 second. Nora, did you receive gifts from Sukesh Chandrasekhar? Big revelation on the question posed by Republic. She has clearly denied of receiving any gifts from Sukesh Chandrasekhar.
A high voltage battle which will decide the nation's political trajectory. Who will break their records and which faces will be the winners?
89 out of the 182 seats go to polls. Stay tuned to India's election news headquarters
as Gujarat goes to polls. Live coverage minute by minute
all day today on Republic.
Pakistan that would boast to the Chinese and tell them that, we can guarantee you absolute peace in Afghanistan, build the China-Pakistan economic corridor right through the heart of Afghanistan. But in the last 1 year, more than 300 Pakistani soldiers and policemen have been killed by various factions of the Afghan Taliban and also the fearsome terrorist organization, the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Today, Pakistan is suing for peace.
What is it that is unique about your father's story to build the largest logistics company?
99% in the movie, it is a real-time story what has happened with us in our life. That's what been captured.
Why should a young person watch this film?
All the youngsters out there, they want to be an entrepreneur just in overnight. मतलब वो shortcut देख रहे हैं. Any business for that.
India soaring and looking up to the skies, but in JNU it's open and shocking casteism. Liquorgate probe, Biden's KCR's daughter is now in the dock, summoned by CBI. ED news tightens and Liger files explodes, from political links to foreign funding. It's all under the scan. Satra land encroachment report lays bare the encroachment threat, and the time to act is now. Congress Jammu and Kashmir chief runs down third highest civilian award, calls it Chota Award. It's Congress versus Congress once again. Sandeep Dixit puts it out there, tweets against Devendra Yadav. Viewers, there has been a bomb explosion in a local TMC leader Rajkumar Manna's house in Bhupati Nagar under the Bhaganpur Vidhan Sabha. Big news coming in. 3 people died in that explosion. This is a fresh development coming in from West Bengal. Viewers, Rajkumar Manna is the local vice president of TMC. He's also the booth president as well, viewers. And that is the visual of that story. This is a story where there has been a bomb explosion in a local TMC leader Rajkumar Manna's house. Let's go to Sukhendu, who's joining us live. Sukhendu, we can see the visuals as well. The entire place looks like it was badly damaged in that bomb explosion. 3 people have died. What's the latest we are picking up?
Exactly. What is it? You can see the total area, entire area has been the bomb has been explosion, and yesterday night around 10 p.m. as the local people said here in the East Midnapur Narua Villa village. This is, and I wanted to say, my video journalist will show you the how the devastation and the entire explosion occurred in that particular room where the situation is very total damage of the house. Entire house has been damaged. The people are living here already. There is a crude bomb has been reserved there, and therefore the situation, you can see the devastation and the explosion, how massive the explosion it was actually. If you see this, the fridge in the room has been totally demolished, and the roof has been away, and see the blades of the fan has been bended. It has been bended. How explosion it was, how massive, and you can see the blades of the fan. They are totally bent, and the fridge of the particular room, which has been vanished, and then totally demolished. A lot of foods were inside that room, and the people living here, you can see the total damage. It is the inside picture of that house here in Narayan Villa village, where the bomb explosion of the local TMC leader Rajkumar Manna's house yesterday night around 10 p.m. it had happened. This is the inside visual of the house. Now we can also see the outside picture, outside how the damage has been occurred here in the entire situation. My video journalist has been showing you the picture. If you can see, this is the picture from where the roof of the house has been gone off, and the entire situation, and the household things all are under the roof of the coverage. If you see the asbestos roof of that entire house has been thrown away from this massive explosion, and this is the picture of the scenario what happened yesterday night. And the people around the surrounding the villages, they are also coming to see what exactly happened, how massive it was. If you see the gas cylinders are there, the household things are all has been damaged due to this massive explosion. You can imagine that how much it was the entire scenario of that situation, that how much it's difficult, and the damage has been happened. You can see this is how the entire area of the damage, you can see from the visuals, the Narayan Villa village, and there is also that he is also a TMC leader, which can show the political parties, the symbol. He's been also, there is a flag of that political party of the TMC, the booth president, what were actually vice president, we also called him the Rajkumar Manna, Dev Kumar Manna, and Vishwajit Dayan.
All the visuals are showing us. Yeah, it's completely damaged. We can see that it looks like a very high intensity explosion. But there has been a tweet which has come in right now from Suvendu Adhikari, the BJP leader there. 3 dead and 2 others grievously injured as TMC leader's house blows up in explosion. And this happened in Purba Midnapur district. TMC leader Rajkumar Manna was making bombs at his home when this high intensity explosion happened. That's a tweet by Suvendu Adhikari. Take us through that tweet as well, Sukhendu.
Yes. Also, the leader of opposition, Mr. Suvendu Adhikari, has also tweeted on the circumstances of the situation that this situation in the Bhagavanpur area, exactly the location is the Narua Villa village in East Midnapur district, and he also demand for the NIA investigation. He also demanded, Suvendu Adhikari also demand for the NIA investigation of the entire situation, because he told that the TMC leader has been making making the bomb in his own house, and that's why the explosion came. What we can see that there are lots of bombs and the other things, and the intensity of the intensity of that explosion is also can seen through the damage of this entire house, and that's why the leader of opposition Shubhendu Adhikari has also demanded for the NIA investigation of the entire situation. As the news come, as he has tweeted through that the entire situation and the intensity of the bomb explosion, and he also demanded for the NIA investigation of the entire bomb explosion.
Right. And so, Kendu, like you're showing the visuals to us as well, exclusive images coming in. Now, we also know that TMC National General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee will be addressing a public meeting there in East Midnapur as well. So this happened just before that explosion at the TMC leader's house. Shubhendu Adhikari, who is the BJP leader there, he said 3 dead and 2 others grievously injured as TMC leader's house blows up. Now, BJP leader Shubhendu Adhikari is also saying that TMC leader Rajkumar Manna was making bombs at his house when this high-intensity explosion had happened. And in that incident, 3 people have lost their lives and 2 others are grievously injured as well. Let's go back to Kendu, who is our correspondent on ground. Kendu, what is happening on ground right now? We're seeing many people have come out and they're also looking at what happened.
Exactly, the people from the surrounding villages, they have heard the news about the explosion, and you can see the intensity of the explosion. The bike was under the debris of this particular explosion. What happened yesterday? You can see how massive it is. This is the burnout thing here in that place also, and the bike under the debris of that roof, which has been down after that massive explosion, and you can see the intensity, and the people coming out hard about the news what happened yesterday, and that's why they came here. A lot of people are thinking about what exactly happened. They wanted to see what happened exactly. As we can see, the leader of opposition Shubhendu Adhikari is also demanded for the NIA investigation. You can see that this is the entire area of the roof. It has been after the explosion. It has been flying away. This is how much, and if you can see the big holes in the wall, and the cracks in the area, holes, cracks, and there is no roof. The asbestos roof was thrown away after that explosion. And if you come to this place, you can see this through what my video journalist has been seeing, that this is the scenario of after the explosion. And the people from the surrounding and the villages, they remain quite silent, and they wanted to see what exactly happened, how the explosion exactly what explosion is, and they have heard about this, and they come out into the morning and to actually wanted to see what happened exactly and how the intensity of the explosion right now.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Kendu, for joining us, and keep getting us those exclusive details and images coming in from East Midnapur, where 3 people have died in explosion. In fact, this bomb explosion had happened at a local TMC leader's house, and Shubhendu Adhikari has also said that in that house, in the house of the TMC leader, bombs were being made. Bombs were being made as well. 3 people lost their lives, 2 people are grievously injured. Thank you so much for joining us, Kendu, and keep us ahead on the story. On that note, it's time to take a very short break, viewers. We continue to be live and breaking this Saturday morning. Coming up on the other side, ED news tightens and Liger files explodes, from political links to foreign funding. It's all under the scanner now. It's Congress versus Congress once again. Sandeep Dixit puts it out there. Tweets against Devendra Yadav. Stay tuned.
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना,
वो सपना जो बुना, तुझे लगा गुनगुना।
कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
इसलिए ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स, सपने आपके, लैमिनेट्स हमारा। अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
What is it that is unique about your father's story to build the largest logistics company?
99% in the movie, it is a real-time story what has happened with us in our life. That's what been captured in
Why
the
should a young person watch this film?
All the youngsters out there, they want to be an entrepreneur just in overnight. मतलब वो shortcut देख रहे हैं. Any business for that matter or any work for that matter और success आपको overnight नहीं आती. This is that film.
Sidhu Moosewala murder probe widens. Gangster Goldie Brar detained in America. Will he be extradited to India next?
Jagdish Titler campaigning for the Congress party. This move, of course, had been heavily criticized by the BJP as well as the Aam Aadmi Party.
After Jacqueline Fernandez, it is actor Nora Fatehi who is facing the heat of the agency.
The report exposes how Robert Vadra and Huda's family conspired together in a multi-crore scam.
Mr. Malia, why are the questions bothering you when I'm not getting a single answer? The entire disputed land will be handed over to the Hindu parties to make a Ram temple.
The mental torture of Jadha that is consistently happening there, it's a very clear indication about how these confessions are actually doctored and taken.
Delhi High Court has said the riots in 2020 evidently did not happen in the spur of the moment.
We see a split verdict in the Supreme Court. The one thing that needs to be understood is what is going to happen ahead.
As Gujarat goes to polls on the 1st of December, 89 of 182 seats will vote.
Where high voltage political battle has broken out in the state of Gujarat since the bipolarity of the state.
Will the BJP score a record victory in Gujarat? Is the Aam Aadmi Party even a factor?
Politics has been challenged for the first time. Watch the fastest updates only on India's election. Viewers, getting a breaking updates coming in on the Mangaluru blast probe. Mangaluru cops formally hand over investigation of bomb blast case to the NIA. Mangaluru cops have recorded statement of accused Sharik. Sharik has given statements on his financial funding to cops. NIA also interrogated Sharik at Father Muller Hospital. All right. Big news coming in the Mangaluru blast probe. Remember, there's a lot of talk, viewers, about handing over the case to NIA formally, including the big police officials there, the senior police officials there, including the ministers there. Karnataka Home Minister himself had said that this is the case which should go to the NIA. A lot of pressure was built as well. Right now, viewers, this is a big development we're getting right now, where the Mangaluru cops have gone ahead and they have handed over the investigation of the bomb blast case to NIA. At the same time, Republic TV has been telling you about all the details and angles which are emerging as well, where Mangaluru cops have recorded statements of accused Sharik, and Sharik's house has been raided. A lot of material was found from his house. We also told you that he was in possession of materials which could have made bombs, and this is a top update we're getting for you right now. NIA will take over the probe as well. Many reactions coming in on this story. Let's play them out for viewers.
On 19th of November, there was an explosion in an auto in the outskirts of Mangaluru city. Sorry. On 19th of November, there was an explosion in the outskirts of Mangaluru city in an auto. The injured persons were immediately shifted to the local hospital. Auto driver, who was a victim of this incident, is now recovering fast and he has been shifted to a separate ward. Till day before yesterday, he was in ICU. Now his condition has improved. Similarly, the other person found in the incident was later identified as Sharik, and he was the accused of the case. We had taken up a case under 307 IPC, Explosion Act, and also later upon the inputs available in the process of investigation, we have included UAPA Act also. So for last 10 days, the accused has been under treatment. Yesterday, doctors have certified him fit to be questioned. So our investigating officer and their team has questioned him on certain inputs which were to be taken in the investigation. And yesterday we got instruction from our chief office, that is through our DGP, that case be handed over to National Investigation Agency. Accordingly, yesterday we finished the formalities and today morning they are taking up the case for further investigation. So henceforth, that case of Kankanadi, which was previously with the Mangaluru City Police, will be now investigated by National Investigation Agency team.
All right, viewers, let's go to Prajwal. Prajwal, take us to the latest details. A lot of pressure was also built for the past few weeks for the case to be handed over to the NIA. Now the NIA has started investigation in the blast which took place on November 19th, Prajwal.
Absolutely, because from day one there was statements being made by the government as well, stating that the central agencies, especially the NIA, has been working with the Karnataka cops simultaneously on this particular case. But the Home Minister also went on and stated that the case will be handed over to the NIA, and an official statement was also made by the Home Minister's office where they released an official statement saying that the case has already been handed over. So finally, the NIA on the 1st of December have taken over the case, because this case not only pertains to Karnataka but also its link in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Kerala as well, mainly concentrating in Coimbatore, where Sharik had visited, was learned during the course of investigation. So the NIA was brought in to join all these dots as well. So a big move over there, and now the Mangaluru police have handed over all the seizures, the documents which was collected in the course of investigation and the evidence too which was taken in. It is also now being learnt that Sharik's statement was recorded, a video statement of Sharik was recorded by the Mangaluru cops in the presence of the investigating officer as well as the Mangaluru police too. And therefore, this particular video recording statement has already been handed over to the NIA, who are going through it. And in the course of time, as Sharik is stated to be medically fit, yes, his condition is a bit critical, but he has been shifted from the ICU to a ward now where he is undergoing treatment as well. So after obtaining permission from the doctors at the Father Malla hospital, now the NIA officials are also investigating Sharik. The course of investigation over here now is mainly concentrating on three main important things. What was Sharik? Who were Sharik's accomplices here in Karnataka? What was Sharik's link to the Al-Hind module who followed the IS ideology in Kerala as well as in Tamil Nadu, in Coimbatore specifically as well? And thirdly, what was the financial and funding angle too?
Right. Okay. Thank you, Prajwal, for getting us all the details. Prajwal telling us is that the NIA has taken over the probe and questioning Sharik as well. Sharik has given statements to the cops about financial funding. Thank you so much, Prajwal. And keep us ahead on the Mangaluru blast probe. On that note, it's time for a very short break, viewers, this morning. Let's see what else is making news. After the break, we have much more lined up. Starting off with what's happening in the Liquorgate. Liquorgate probe widens now. KCR's daughter is now in the dock, summoned by the CBI. Plus, ED News Titans and Liger files explodes now, viewers. From political links to foreign funding, it's all under the scanner now. Stay tuned to Republic TV.
The report exposes how Robert Vadra and Huda's family conspired together in a multi-crore scam. Mr. Malia, why are the questions bothering you when I'm not getting a single answer? The entire disputed land will be handed over to the Hindu parties to make a Ram temple.
The mental torture of Jadha that is consistently happening there, it's a very clear indication about how these confessions are actually doctored and taken.
Delhi High Court has said the riots in 2020 evidently did not happen in the spur of the moment.
We see a split verdict in the Supreme Court. The one thing that needs to be understood is what is going to happen ahead.
As Gujarat goes to polls on the 1st of December, 89 of 182 seats will vote.
Where high voltage political battle has broken out in the state of Gujarat since the bipolarity of the state.
Will the BJP score a record victory in Gujarat? Is the Aam Aadmi Party even a factor?
politics has been challenged for the first time. Watch the fastest updates only on India's election headquarters
on Republic TV.
BJP leader Ramchandra's son Dhanush has been under the scanner for going on and assaulting the hotel employees as well as staff.
A Pakistani Taliban suicide bomber targeted the police escorting a polio vaccination team in southwestern Pakistan on Wednesday, killing 4 people and wounding more than 30.
Anti-Brahmin, anti-Bunya sloganings have been put up inside the JNU campus.
Waterlogging has increased in the last 3 to 4 hours. Elphinstone station is shut, which means all those people who are hoping to go back home. When you look at that crowd, what's the message that Houston is sending out? There is also anticipation of a few announcements being made. What are your expectations when they both come up on stage? Are you expecting something big? I'm at the Jama Masjid in Bandra and there are thousands of people behind me. Why they are protesting, but the situation is pretty tense. Thousands of people that you see. 4 दिन की रिमांड है, 4 दिन की रिमांड. कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप? पत्राचौल स्कैम, मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग का चार्ज के बारे में क्या बोलना चाहते हैं आप?
A group of visiting UK lawmakers met with Taiwanese leader Tsai Ing-wen on Friday for discussions on security in the region and firming the relationship between the UK and the Taiwan. Followers of Shiite clerics signed a pledge as part of an anti-LGBTQ campaign. He also posted a statement on Twitter Wednesday calling for believing men and women to unite all over the world to combat the LGBTQ community. In a big statement by US President Joe Biden on Russia-Ukraine war, Biden said that the US is ready to hold talks with Russia only if it wants to end its invasion of Ukraine. Russian presidential spokesperson Dmitry Peskov responded to Biden's statement while saying that President Vladimir Putin is open for negotiation over Ukraine. However, he said that Biden's demand would make negotiations impossible. Viewers, much more coming up on the other side. ED news tightens and Liger files explodes. From political links to foreign funding, it's all under the scan. It's Congress versus Congress once again. Sandeep Dixit puts it out there. Tweets against Devendra Yadav. Stay tuned to Republic TV.
BJP leader Ramchandra's son Dhanush has been under the scanner for going on and assaulting the hotel employees as well as staff.
A Pakistani Taliban suicide bomber targeted the police escorting a polio vaccination team in southwestern Pakistan on Wednesday, killing 4 people and wounding more than 30.
Anti-Brahmin, anti-Bunya sloganings have been put up inside the JNU campus.
Waterlogging has increased in the last 3 to 4 hours. Elphinstone station is shut, which means all those people who are hoping to go back home. When you look at that crowd, what's the message that Houston is sending out? There is also anticipation of a few announcements being made. What are your expectations when they both come up on stage? Are you expecting something big? I'm at the Jama Masjid in Bandra and there are thousands of people behind me. Why they are protesting, but the situation is pretty tense. Thousands of people that you see. 4 दिन की रिमांड है, 4 दिन की रिमांड. कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप? पत्राचौल स्कैम, मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग का चार्ज के बारे में क्या बोलना चाहते हैं आप?
Noora, did you receive some gifts from Noora, did you receive gifts? 1 minute. Did you receive gifts on Sukesh Chandrasekhar? Big revelation on the question posed by Republic. She has clearly denied of receiving any gifts from Sukesh Chandrasekhar.
A high voltage battle which will decide the nation's political trajectory. Who will break their records and which faces will be the winners?
89 out of the 182 seats go to polls. State
3 seats will go for polls on December 5th as phase 2 of polls goes underway. Stay tuned to India's election news headquarters. Last polls to polls, live coverage only on Republic TV.
Thanks for tuning in this Saturday morning. We're live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. Let's get started with the top headlines you're tracking this Saturday morning. India is soaring and looking up to the skies, but in JNU, it's open and shocking casteism. Liquorgate pro Biden's KCR's daughter is now in the dock, summoned by the CBI. ED news tightens and Liger files explode from political links to foreign funding. It's all under the scanner. Satra land encroachment report lays bare the encroachment threat. The time to act is now. Congress Jammu and Kashmir chief runs down third highest civilian award, calls it a Chota award. It's Congress versus Congress once again. Sandeep Dixit puts it out there, tweets against Dipendra Yadav. And news break coming in from Noida, where a 22-year-old woman from Noida faked her own death by allegedly murdering another woman and disfiguring her face as well using hot oil. So this story coming in from the national capital, where a woman from Noida faked her own death by allegedly murdering a woman and even disfiguring her face using hot oil. In fact, the police has said that the woman identified as Payal got the idea to carry out the crime after watching a TV serial. So a news that will again send ripples across in the national capital, where a woman who faked her own death by allegedly murdering a woman and even disfiguring her face using hot oil. We have reactions also coming in, a reaction coming in from the police official on this news break coming in from the national capital.
पायल ने कुछ बताया था हमें, इंट्रोगेशन में बताया था कि एक सीरियल है, कबूल है, और बाकी कुछ क्राइम डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज देख के उसने इसके दिमाग में रिवेंज का प्लान चल रहा था।
सर अजय और पायल जो है कब दोस्ती हुई थी?
ये 2 साल पहले लगभग फेसबुक पे फ्रेंड बने थे।
तो इसने कब से जो इसके माता पिता
के
अजय को पूरी कहानी बताई थी कि इस तरह से करेंगे हम लोग?
हाँ।
तो
And Madhurima is also joining us from Delhi. Madhurima, please tell us what we know so far. How did the police really nab the accused who faked her identity to murder a woman and even disfigured the face of the deceased using hot iron?
Well, this particular case has been solved by the Noida police, and it involves a 22-year-old girl called Payal. Now, she committed this crime in a bid to hide her own identity. Now, what's more gruesome here is that she went on to disfigure the corpse by using hot oil so that her face is unable to identify. However, the police, using the help of forensics, identified that it was not her, and now they have filed an FIR in the relevant sections. And now what needs to be seen is how the investigation will go on. Payal's family and near and dear ones will be interrogated in the entire matter as to whose corpse did she disfigure and what was the reason behind doing so. The initial confession that has come out of Payal is that she wanted to vanish. She wanted to finish her identity, and which is why she committed such a gory crime. Now we'll have to wait and watch as to what the Noida police unearths from the further investigation. As of now, FIR under relevant section of the IPC has been filed and the investigation is underway. Back to you.
All right, so Madhurima there getting us all those details. Madhurima, thank you for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you for more developments on that. But this news coming in from Noida, in which where we understand that a woman, she murdered another woman and even faked the identity to when this whole act was carried out. In fact, she even went on to disfigure the face of the deceased by pouring hot oil on her face. Flagged by the Indian Navy, by the CNS. These are the live visuals that are just coming in of a national bike rally which is being flagged off by the Indian Navy, by the CNS. So by the Chief of Naval Staff there, who's flagging off this national bike rally which is being held as we speak, being flagged off by the Indian Navy, by the CNS. So the Chief of Naval Staff who's seen flagging off this national bike rally which will be held very shortly. We'll try and connect with our reporters as well to get us more details of this bike rally which is being flagged off by the Chief of Naval Staff. We also have Abhishek Kapoor joining us for more on that. Abhishek, if you could give us more details on this national bike rally which is being flagged off by the Chief of Naval Staff.
All right, so in fact, Samiksha, what we are seeing is a flag in of the 1500-kilometer Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav running expedition, which is in the pictures can be seen. The Chief of Naval Staff is sort of receiving it. Now, this was something which started on 30th of October and is ending today. And the event was conducted as part of the our Diamond Jubilee of India's independence, the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, as it is called, 75th year of India's independence. And it began, in fact, on the National Unity Day, which is 30th of October, Sardar Patel's birth anniversary. And the running expedition essentially was about 35 days duration, which means from 30th October to 3rd of December, which is a Navy Day today. And it crisscrossed the country. And there were 23 runners who completed the entire distance and are now being received by the Chief of Naval Staff, even as this was flagged off by the Vice Admiral Dinesh Tripathi on 30th of October. So those are the details, and essentially it was a running expedition, Samiksha, which went on, and then during this period, these runners of the Indian Navy, they engaged with schools, students in schools, colleges, and they interacted with about 70 schools, and then 8 colleges and 3 universities. Those are the details that have come in, and the pictures there on air for us.
All right, Abhishek, thank you for sharing all those details with us. And as you see, these live visuals coming in of that bike rally, which has begun as the Chief of Naval Staff was seen flagging off this national bike rally being held to mark the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Now, the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has received an interim report of the Commission for Review and Assessment of the Problems of Satra land encroachment 3 years after the committee was formed. Here's a detailed report on the encroachment truth in Assam.
The problem of illegal land encroachment is not new for Assam. And an interim report by a 3-member government-appointed commission has laid bare the true extent of it. Nearly 365 days after the Assam cabinet formed the commission, the encroachment truth is out. From Lakhimpur to Dhubri, encroachment runs deep. Approximately 22.5% of 303 satras are now encroached by illegal migrants in Assam.
It's a fact in Assam that whether it is a Satra land, whether it is any vacant government land, it is always encroached by this immigrant Muslims. They originated from East Bengal, East Bangladesh, and that is a major problem not only in the Satras, in every vacant government land.
The scathing interim report has left the country startled. Barpeta has been completely encroached. 5,545 bighas now lie under the grab of illegal migrants.
All people are 99.9% encroachers are from the Muslim community and they are immigrants.
But the question remains, how is it that more than 7,000 bighas have been encroached right under the government's nose? How is it that over the years no action was initiated whatsoever?
See, I am telling you, until and unless you have a political back, government, if the government owns support, can you take a inch land here in Guwahati? You cannot take, isn't it?
However, the Himanta government is leaving no stone unturned to resolve the land encroachment problem. 3 years after, the Brahma Committee report need to address the problem of illegal encroachment cannot be ignored. The time to act against the threat is now. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
So the Satra land encroachment interim report, which has been accessed by Republic. Anuradha joining us for more on that. Anuradha, if you could give us once again the details of this report and why is it explosive in many ways? Anuradha, if you can hear us, if you could give us once again the details of this report, which states that approximately 22.5% of the 303 satras have now been encroached, and in fact 5,545 bighas is what we are given to understand is under the grab of illegal migrants.
Yes, exactly, Samiksha. If you look at the facts which has come to light after the CRAPSLA, which was the committee that was formed in order to look into the encroachment that has taken place in the hot rod, and it has revealed some sensational reality as far as encroachment of hot rod land is concerned. A total of around 35,000 bighas of land in Assam belongs to these hot rods, which are monasteries. Around more than 7,000 bighas of land are being encroached, and in Bhushan, over 5,500 bighas of land have been encroached. And as earlier also in 2017, in the SS Brahma Committee report, it was revealed, and it was in fact mentioned very clearly that the encroachment is happening under political and that all these encroachers who are grabbing government land have the patronage of various political parties and organizations. And this same very fact has been once again reiterated by the CRAPSLA chairperson yesterday. Pradeep Hazarika has said it on record that unless and until there is no political backing or no government backing, in such quantity land cannot be encroached, land cannot be grabbed. Meanwhile, another member of the committee, Mrinal Saikia, has also said on record that when they carried out this survey, it was seen that most of these hot rod lands, 99.99% of the land have been encroached by people whose origin is very much suspected. he has clearly said that people who have encroached this land are illegal immigrants from Bangladesh, and their origin is very, very doubtful. And if we look into the fact that particularly in two districts, that is in Barpeta district and Nagaon district, land have been encroached in huge quantity. In fact, in Nagaon district, if you have a close look, you will find that the very birthplace of Srimanta Sankardev, who was the founder of the Neo Vaishnava cult in Assam, his birthplace has also been encroached. Samiksha.
Aniruddha, so once again for our viewers, if you can put this into context for us, since how many years has this land been encroached, and also the very fact that this encroachment is not limited to just one district. In fact, it is several districts including Barpeta and several other districts. Give us all those details.
Yes, Samiksha, if you have a close look at the report, in the report also, it has been clearly mentioned. And in fact, for our viewers, I would like to tell you that this land grabbing, this encroachment have been on since 1947 and even beyond that. And it always continued. But it increased towards 1960s and 70s, and in the 80s. There are also certain places in Lakhimpur district, for suppose in Lakhimpur district, one Hotradikar was killed by encroachers in Lakhimpur district. In Mangaluru, another Hotradikar was also killed by this encroachers whose very origin, very nationality is doubtful. And there are also many of these areas. In many of these areas, the people who have encroached this land, their national in the national register of citizenship also. Many of them have didn't made
us,
and
yes. Stay with us. We also have BJP Assam President Bhabesh Kalita joining us. आपका रिएक्शन पहला क्या होगा? ये जो एनक्रोचमेंट के बारे में अगर हम बात करें, ये रिपोर्ट काफी एक्सप्लोसिव है, क्योंकि ये जो एनक्रोचमेंट है ये 90s से चला आ रहा है. कोई एक्शन जो असम गवर्नमेंट लेगी इस रिपोर्ट के आने के बाद?
देखिए, असम की जो 300 पास सत्रों है, इस सत्रों की करीबन 7,500 बीघा जमीन वो एंक्रोच किया इलीगली. उसके लिए हमारे यशस्वी मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय हेमंत जी ने उसके लिए एक कमीशन गठन कर दिया. एक फॉर्मेशन हुआ कमीशन. वो कमीशन के खास तौर के ये लोग को रिपोर्ट सबमिट करेगा. रिपोर्ट के बाद ये जो जमीन में एवेक्शन शुरू होगा, क्योंकि हम लोग का जो लैंड पॉलिसी है, लैंड पॉलिसी में 100 साल से ज्यादा कोई सत्रों का जमीन अगर इलीगली एंक्रोच करेगा उसको निकल सकता है. इसके लिए हम लोग का जो डीसी डेप्यूटी कमिश्नर उसको एम्पावर किया हुआ. फिर हम लोग सरकार की तरफ से एक 6 मेंबर्स कमीशन बना दिया. वो कमीशन का जो रिपोर्ट आएगा, ये रिपोर्ट का आधार में ये जमीन में एंक्रोचमेंट वो हटाने के लिए वो एविक्शन शुरू होगा.
जी, हमें थोड़ा और बताइए कि अगर हम चैलेंजेस की बात करें, क्योंकि एविक्शन ड्राइव बहुत डिफिकल्ट होगी, क्योंकि 90s से चला आ रहा है ये एनक्रोचमेंट. ये ऐसे जो मेन चैलेंजेस होंगे वो असम सरकार कैसे हैंडल करेगी?
लेकिन सुनिए सुनौती तो होगा ही. लेकिन महाप्रभु गुरुजी ने आज से 500 साल पहले 1400 सेंचुरी में ये सत्र ये नामगढ़ बना दिया. उसके लिए जमीन रखा हुआ. ये जमीन पहला जो कांग्रेस का गवर्नमेंट, वो गवर्नमेंट का दिन में ये लोग ऐसा किया, इसीलिए बीजेपी के गवर्नमेंट में ये काम नहीं चलेगा. इसलिए हमारा सरकार ने कमीशन बना दिया. कमीशन का आधार में वो जो ये जमीन को रिलीज करना होगा, वहाँ पे एविक्शन शुरू होगा. फिर
अभी नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या लेगी सरकार और ये इंटरिम रिपोर्ट के आने के बाद? क्योंकि
रिपोर्ट आएगा, रिपोर्ट कमीशन ने रिपोर्ट सबमिट करेगा, छपा होगा. उसके बाद देख लेना होगा क्या क्या है, कौन सा सत्र में कितना जमीन, कितना एकड़, कितना बीघा जमीन अनऑथराइज्डली प्रोवाइड किया, अनऑथराइज्डली एनक्रोचमेंट नहीं हुआ. उसको देख के एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को साथ बैठ के उसको निकलना होगा. बस इतना ही.
जी, जी थैंक यू हमसे बात करने के लिए. So the BJP Assam chief speaking to Republic and saying that appropriate action will be taken and that there would also be an eviction drive that will happen very soon. This of course after this interim report on Satra lands which has now been released, which states that approximately 5,500 bighas of land has been encroached upon in Barpeta itself. So a big challenge there that lies ahead for the Assam government because this land has been encroached upon since the 90s. So a lot of headwinds there, but let's see how the government really goes about in tackling the situation. And news from across the country, the Maharashtra and Karnataka border continues to intensify in a fresh development. The Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai has urged Maharashtra to not send its ministers to Belagavi, adding that it is not appropriate for Maharashtra ministers to visit Belagavi amidst the ongoing tensions. Sparking a massive controversy, Congress J&K chief Rasool Wani run down third highest civilian award, Padma Bhushan, calling it a choti baat. The controversial statement was made by Wani to attack Ghulam Nabi Azad, who dumped the Vadra Congress.
आज एक छोटा सा अवार्ड और मोदी जी के मगरमच्छ के आंसू आपके सामने आ गए और आपने 40 साल 50 साल जो कांग्रेस पार्टी ने आपको दिया, जो इंदिरा जी ने, जो संजय गांधी ने, जो राजीव जी ने, जो हमारी मैडम सोनिया गांधी जी ने, राहुल जी ने आपको इज्जत दी, सम्मान दिया, कद दिया, पोस्टें दी, इक़्तिदार दिया, वो सारा कुछ आपको मोदी जी के दो आंसुओं में भूल गया.
It's Congress versus Congress again in the national capital. This time, Sandeep Dikshit was hit out at Devendra Yadav via tweet. In this tweet, he stated that Devendra is allegedly using his mother's power and sitting on the same stage where his mother, Sheila Dikshit's photo was displayed.
After Rajasthan and Goa, now in Delhi, it is Congress versus Congress. Tukde Tukde Congress. Congress opposing Congress. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, before embarking upon Bharat Jodo Yatra, Bharat is already won, thanks to Sardar Patel. Before embarking on such a journey, you should have started a journey of Congress Jodo. Because everywhere we see, everywhere anyone sees, it is either Congress Todo, it is either Congress Chodo, and Janta is also saying Congress ko chhod hi do. This is why first you ensure that Congress Jodo takes place. From north to south, from east to west, there is Congress versus Congress. और जब कांग्रेस ही नहीं जुड़ पा रही है, how will you do भारत को जोड़ने का काम? This shows the lack of नेता, नीति and नेतृत्व in Congress, because of which Congress तोड़ो, Congress छोड़ो is at its peak.
Ahead of the Bengal Panchayat polls, a bomb explosion was reported at TMC leader Rajkumar's residence in West Bengal. At least 3 people lost their lives in the explosion while several remain injured. Shocking details have surfaced from killer Aftab's narco test. He's revealed that he used Chinese weapons and sought to chop Shraddha's body into 35 pieces. As the probe is underway, the grisly details of Shraddha's murder case continue to shock the nation. The war of words between Aam Aadmi Party and BJP seems unending. BJP again targeted the AAP on Delhi's deteriorating air quality index, saying that the national capital has now become a gas chamber. With this, the blame game between the two political parties continues ahead of MCD polls tomorrow.
It has become a health hazard. It has become a red level emergency for anybody breathing this toxic air. But Mr. Kejriwal will blame centre, will blame Diwali, will blame other factors, will blame farmers. Now you have a government in Punjab, but you still could not control parali burning, even though Haryana government could. But the main causes of pollution of Delhi lie within Delhi itself. On this, in the last 8 years, except for giving empty promises, Mr. Kejriwal has done nothing. Now he'll come and play another victimhood card, blame everybody, but will not take ownership of what we have to go through in Delhi because of his failures.
After BJP is attacked, the Aam Aadmi Party also hit out at the BJP, saying that the latter was an MCD for 15 years who turned the country's capital into a pile of garbage. The war of words and blame game continues between the two parties just ahead of MCD polls. Another alleged case of casteism has emerged from Karnataka's Kolar, where a 22-year-old man allegedly died by suicide after he was tied to a tree and assaulted by a group of men. After the incident, the man was found dead at his residence.
In the visuals, US troops at air base of southwest of Doha watching World Cup matches. Built on a flat stretch of desert, Al Udeid Air Base was once considered so sensitive that American military officers identified it as only being somewhere in Southwest Asia. For years, officers used the base to direct the US coalition war in Iraq and Afghanistan from the Combined Air Operations Center. Lieutenant Colonel Erin Rilla described how televisions were being used to watch the games.
Just about every TV in the Air Operations Center, they're on almost all of them. not the ones monitoring the air picture, but the others.
US applauded the efforts being made by Qataris to host the military forces at the key air base. Agency report, Republic TV.
Well, more news break coming in after the insult by the Congress JNK chief Viqar Rasoolwani, who ran down country's third civilian award. Ghulam Nabi Azad's party has now written to the president seeking action against Congress JNK chief for saying that political differences aside, the nation should be held high. This is disrespect of all honored with award. He should apologize. So the reaction coming in. Azad's party leader Randeep Bhandari, who's written to the president seeking action against Rasoolwani, who made those remarks who in fact ran down country's third highest civilian award, calling it a chota award. Well, those were the remarks that were made by the JNK Congress chief, following which Ghulam Nabi Azad's party leader has now written to the president seeking intervention and saying that strict action must be taken against the leader for making such remarks. Going on to add that keeping the political differences aside, the awards must be honoured and that this is disrespect of all honoured with an award, saying that he should apologise. So the Ghulam Nabi Azad party leader there demanding an apology from the JNK Congress chief for making those remarks, saying that political differences aside, the nation should be held high. This letter that has been addressed to the president of the country, he says in the letter, and I quote again, with due respect and most humble submission, I would like to bring some lines which are based on facts and need your consideration in the matter. Going on to say that in a very rare and shocking incident, Viqar Rasool, state president of JNK Congress unit, in a public rally at Kashmir without naming the Padma Bhushan awardee Ghulam Nabi Azad and Padma Bhushan award, has categorically demeaned, disrespected the national award, which is an offence. He called India's second highest civilian award, Padma Bhushan award, as Chota Sa award, which is really shameful and disrespect to the award. We have Gursimran also joining us live and getting us all those breaking updates. Gursimran, Ghulam Nabi Azad there demanding an apology by the Congress leader. Give us more details.
See, Samiksha, now the Democratic Azad Party leader Randeep Bhandari, who also hails from the Kishtwar, has written a letter to the President of India after this controversy broke out, in which the JNK Congress chief Viqar Rasoolwani has termed the Padma Awards that were conferred to Ghulam Nabi Azad as Chota Sa award, while hitting at Ghulam Nabi Azad. Randeep Bhandari has said and written in the letter that without naming him, this is a sheer disrespect to the Padma Awards and also to those who have been conferred with this third highest civilian award. This is the prestige of all that those who get this third highest civilian award. But the Congress chief has gone out of way while targeting the Ghulam Nabi Azad and has termed this award as Chota Sa award. We have seen how the political parties, be it the Bharatiya Janata Party or the ON party of Ghulam Nabi Azad, they are all up in arms against the Congress party, saying that they have not only disrespected the Ghulam Nabi Azad's contribution contribution, but it's about the award which is of a national importance, the award which everyone dreams to have, and now the Congress is belittling the importance of the Padma Awards.
Yes, Gursimran, stay with us. Let's also listen into that soundbite of Randeep Bhandari demanding nothing less than an apology from the J&K Congress chief.
देश का हाईएस्ट थर्ड सिविलियन अवार्ड है पद्म भूषण अवार्ड, उसको एक छोटा सा अवार्ड कहते हैं। वकार रसूल साहब, पॉलिटिकल डिफरेंसेस एक साइड, लेकिन देश सर्वप्रिय और सर्वप्रथम होता है हर किसी इंसान के लिए जो इस देश में रहता है। लेकिन आप ये सब चीजें भूल गए और आपने 1954 से लेके अभी तक जिन जिन लोगों को पद्म भूषण अवार्ड मिला है, आपने उन सब लोगों को ये डिसरेस्पेक्ट की है। वकार रसूलवानी साहब को चाहिए पूरे हिंदुस्तान के लोगों से, पूरे जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों से इन सब के लिए माफी मांगी है, क्योंकि उन्होंने सब लोगों को डिसरेस्पेक्ट की जिनने 1944 से लेके अभी तक ये अवार्ड लिया है। मेरी सरकार से और प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया से मांग रहेगी कि वकार रसूलवानी के खिलाफ स्ट्रिक्ट से स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन लिया जाए, ताकि इन फ्यूचर कोई जो थर्ड हाईएस्ट सिविलियन अवार्ड है इसकी डिसरेस्पेक्ट ना करे।
So, reaction coming in from the party leader of Ghulam Nabi Azad demanding an apology from the J&K Congress chief. Let's also listen into that reaction coming in from Congress Rashid Alvi on this insult by the J&K Congress leader. Listen in.
अवार्ड कोई भी छोटा मोटा नहीं होता है। जो अवार्ड बचपन में स्कूल में मिलते हैं वो अवार्ड भी हम सारी उम्र हिफाजत से रखते हैं। तो ऐसा अवार्ड जो राष्ट्रपति देता हो, देश का हेड ऑफ द स्टेट देता हो, वो कैसे छोटा हो सकता है। मेरा ख्याल है कोई भी अवार्ड हो वो।
Gursimran, we also understand that the NC has responded to the same, wading into the controversy. Take us through that reaction coming in from the National Conference as well.
See, Samiksha, National Conference has gone with the lines of their previous poll partners, Congress, and they have said that now that the politics has been brought in to the awards, the importance of the awards, the Padma Awards is coming down. They have also said that they don't know whether Ghulam Nabi Azad rose to the level of the award or the level of the award was taken to the level of Ghulam Nabi Azad. So directly hitting at it, they said that BJP has selected Ghulam Nabi Azad, so they cannot say anything. But undoubtedly, they have questioned that the successive governments, the governments being the politically influenced, they brought in the politics into the Padma Awards, and the awards are now losing their importance. These are the words of the National Conference. The National Conference Provincial Secretary had said this. So more or less, the Congress and the National Conference are on the same lines. But it has to be seen how the Congress party reacts to it. The Congress is totally silent on the issue. They don't speak. They are not even taking up the calls. They are not reacting to any of the questions that we are trying to pose to them, that how do they see. One thing is very sure, they have understood that they have landed themselves in trouble after the statement of the J&K chief. It has to be seen how the top brass of the Congress party reacts to it, because it has come none other than the J&K Congress chief. Had he been any other district president or some junior leader, there would have been action by now by the Congress saying that it is a junior leader. He has said in his personal capacity this or that. But it is the Congress, J&K Congress chief. So it has to be seen how the Congress top brass reacts, how the J&K in charge, the new president of the Congress party, how he reacts. This is something that the Congress needs to clear their stance on, or whether they stand mute on this, whether their silence means that they stand with Vicar Rasoolwani or they stand with the country and they respect the awards. That is what has to be seen. Samiksha.
All right, we have Kavinder Gupta also joining us. Sir, if I can get your response to this. Very shocking, and the kind of insult that by Vicar Rasoolwani, the J&K Congress chief, running down the civilian award, saying that it is a Chota award.
देखिए, ऐसा है कि देश के सबसे सर्वोच्च सम्मान जिसको पद्म विभूषण कहा जाता है, उसका निरादर किया है AICC, ये जो प्रदेश कांग्रेस कमेटी के अध्यक्ष ने। तो कुल मिलाकर के कांग्रेस की मानसिकता ही ऐसी है। थोड़े दिन पहले उनके राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष खड़गे जी ने भी प्रधानमंत्री जी का जिस प्रकार से शब्द लेकर के, रावण शब्द कह करके, इसी तरह से घड़ियाली आंसू बहाना, इस प्रकार की जो बातें की हैं, तो ये अपने आप में शर्मनाक है। जिन लोगों को आज तक पद्म विभूषण मिला है, मुझे लगता है कि उनका भी निरादर किया गया है।
तो देश से माफी मांगनी चाहिए। इस प्रकार की जो कांग्रेस के लोगों का बार बार इस प्रकार की बातें करना तो अपने आप में दर्शाता है कि इनकी छोटी सोच के कारण से। तो मुझे लगता है कि जो फ्रस्ट्रेशन है, जिस प्रकार से कांग्रेस जम्मू कश्मीर में खत्म हो गई है, उसी के आधार पर ये इस प्रकार की बातें कर रहे हैं।
Thank you for speaking to us. So the former J&K Deputy Chief Minister Kavinder Gupta saying that such remarks are reflective of nothing but the mindset of the Congress party after the Padma Award insult by the J&K Congress chief. In the latest, what we are given to understand that the Ghulam Nabi Azad, the leader of his party, has now written to the president demanding nothing but an apology from the J&K Congress chief. We have Gursimran, of course, who's there reporting live from Jammu. Gursimran, once again, if you could give us more details, the context of when were these remarks made, how many leaders were there of the J&K Congress at a time when such remarks were made?
See, it was during the reach out program of the Congress party that they have started ahead of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, wherein the Congress leadership, including the president, the vice president, general secretaries and other leaders, they are going into the far-flung areas of Jammu and Kashmir as the Bharat Jodo Yatra is set to arrive in the last week or the first week of February, last week of January or the first week of February. So the Congress party is building up for that, and during one such rally in the Kishtwar, Kishtwar being the part of Chenab Valley is considered as one of the areas where Ghulam Nabi Azad's party has a very important and a stronghold is considered, because the Kishtwar, the Doda belt, the Inderwal belt, these are the strongholds of the Ghulam Nabi Azad. And while hitting at the Ghulam Nabi Azad, Viqar Rasulwani said that it is because of the Chota Sa award and the crocodile tears, quote unquote, of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that he left what the Congress party has given him for almost 50 years. A person who was not even dreaming of becoming a MLA was taken to the ranks of the leader of opposition, the cabinet minister and whatnot. So while he was hitting out at Ghulam Nabi Azad, he termed the Padma Awards as Chota Sa Award, and also hit out at the Prime Minister, terming the tears of Prime Minister as the crocodile tears, after which now all the parties are up in ante against the Congress chief in J&K. Samiksha.
All right, Gursimran, thank you for taking us through those details. So these remarks that were made by Viqar Rasulwani, in which he said a small award was given to him and he left what Congress gave him. Well, these were the remarks that were made by the J&K Congress chief. But for now, moving on to a news break coming in, this one from Maharashtra. From Mumbai, where a fire broke out at a building in Malad. 4 fire engines who have now been rushed to the spot. Dramatic visuals coming in of the fire that broke out at Marina Enclave building at Malad in Mumbai. Well, those are the visuals, as you can see. Plumes of smoke are seen emanating from this building where the fire has broken out. This building in Mumbai's Malad area. We understand 4 fire engines have been rushed to the spot to douse the fire. We do not yet know whether there are people who've been injured as a result of this fire that has broken out. But as you can see, a large portion of this building that seems to be engulfed in those flames, as plumes of fire can also be seen coming out from that part of that building where that fire broke out. Well, we'll try to go across to Alicia or Sandeep as well to get us more details of what we know about this fire incident that has come to light from Mumbai's Malad area. But what we understand as of now, that the fire broke out just an hour or two. Fire engines, meanwhile, have been rushed to the site to douse the fire. 4 fire engines are there at that location. But for now, let's dip into that BJP roadshow which is being held in Gujarat ahead of phase 2 of the polls.
आने के लिए काफी है, जिसमें कैसे हम बात करने की कोशिश यहाँ पर करते हैं स्मृति ईरानी जी से। स्मृति जी, हम देखिए कैसे लगातार जो है वो ट्रैक्टर इस वक्त ये रैली के साथ साथ आगे बढ़ रहा है, हजारों की संख्या में जो लोग हैं। स्मृति जी, कैसा असर नजर आ रहा है?
आप गुजराती से पूछ लीजिए, हर गुजराती आपको कहेगा पर ही एक बार भाजपा सरकार।
राहुल गांधी कह रहे हैं कि ना भाजपा के अंदर सीता की कोई जगह नहीं है। राहुल गांधी कह रहे हैं भाजपा के अंदर सीता की कोई जगह है नहीं है?
मैं इतना ही कहूंगी कि जो गौ के हथियारों के साथ चल रहे हो अपनी यात्रा में, जो पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद का नारा दे रहे हो, जो डेविड हेडली के समर्थकों के संग चल रहे हो, वो सनातन धर्म की परिभाषा नहीं करे तो अच्छा है।
वो कह रहे हैं कि जय श्री राम की जगह सीताराम जो है उसको भी शामिल होना चाहिए और बीजेपी सीताराम
चाहूंगी कि जनेऊ कोट पे पहनने वाला कभी भी सनातन धर्म को समझ नहीं पाएगा।
मैम वापसी फिर एक बार फिर से हो रही है।
खुशी है कि पारसी पिता और क्रिश्चियन माता के होने के बावजूद वो सनातन धर्म में भी रुचि ले रहे हैं। दुख इस बात का है कि सनातन धर्म में अपनी जो कुंठा वाली राजनीति है उनको जोड़ रहे हैं। अगर हमारे भगवान को इस प्रकार से अमर्यादित दृष्टि से ना देखे तो अच्छा है।
मैम हम जब लगातार यहाँ पर घूम रहे हैं,
ये भी अपने आप में हास्यास्पद है कि जिन्होंने स्वयं, जिनके परिवार ने राम के अस्तित्व को एफिडेविट में नकार दिया था, आज वो हमको सिखा रहे हैं सनातन धर्म और प्रभु राम की महिमा।
तो स्मृति ईरानी को आप यहाँ पर सुन रहे थे, जो ये कहती हुई नजर आ रही हैं कि वो लोग भगवान श्री राम को लेकर हमें पाठ पढ़ाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जो भगवान श्री राम का लगातार उनके अस्तित्व को लेकर सवाल उठाते रहे हैं। और ये देखिए एक और तस्वीर जहां पर आप देख सकते हैं कि कैसे जो लोग हैं वो उन्हें भेंट कर रहे हैं अलग अलग जो चीजें हैं, और ये कैसे इस वक्त लोगों का जो प्यार है वो स्मृति ईरानी के लिए इस वक्त उभर कर जो है वो नजर आ रहा है। देखिए क्योंकि स्मृति ईरानी का गृह राज्य भी है और वहां पर भी उनका खास जुड़ाव रहा है गुजरात से, और ये कैसे महिलाएं हैं वो भी उनसे हाथ मिलाते हुए नजर आ रही हैं और उनके साथ स्मृति ईरानी खुद उनका अभिवादन कर रही हैं, उनके साथ संपर्क साधे हुए हैं, लगातार हाथ मिलाकर उनका अभिवादन कर रही हैं। ये अपने आप में बहुत खास है तस्वीरें, ये तस्वीरें अपने आप में बेहद खास हैं। और क्योंकि गुजरात के दूसरे फेज का इलेक्शन अब यहाँ पर होना है और गुजरात के दूसरे फेज के इलेक्शन के पहले फेज के बाद जो जोश है वो बढ़ता हुआ साफ तौर पर नजर आया है। और उसके बाद से और भी, क्योंकि ताबड़तोड़ रैलियां यहाँ पर की हैं, हमने देखा कि 54 किलोमीटर लंबा रोड शो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी करते हैं, उसके बाद तकरीबन 15 किलोमीटर लंबा रोड शो एक बार फिर से यहाँ पर होता है बीजेपी की तरफ से। और आज केंद्रीय मंत्री स्मृति ईरानी अहमदाबाद से 100 किलोमीटर दूर ये मोड़ासा विधानसभा सीट, जहां पर अब कैसे केंद्रीय मंत्री स्मृति ईरानी यहाँ पर पहुंची हैं। और जो लोग जो हैं उनसे भी हम यहाँ पर बात करते हैं, क्योंकि जैसे ही स्मृति ईरानी यहाँ पर पहुंची है उनकी एनर्जी जो है वो भी किस तरीके से हाई हो गई है वो भी हम आपको यहाँ पर दिखाते हैं। तकरीबन 5 किलोमीटर लंबा ये रोड शो है जिसमें केंद्रीय मंत्री स्मृति ईरानी यहाँ पर पहुंची है उसमें हिस्सा लेने के लिए। उनसे भी बात करने की हम कोशिश करेंगे। केंद्रीय मंत्री तो पहुंच गई, कैसा लग रहा है, माहौल कैसा है?
बहुत अच्छा, बीजेपी जीत रही है, बीजेपी जीत रही है 100%।
तो ये देखिए कैसे तमाम लोग जो हैं ये साफ कहते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं कि बीजेपी का ही माहौल है और बीजेपी ही वापसी करने जा रही है। महिलाएं जो हैं, क्योंकि स्मृति ईरानी जैसे ही पहुंची है उनसे बात करने की जो कोशिश करते हैं। मैम स्मृति ईरानी आई है, महिला शक्ति की बार बार बात होती है, कैसा माहौल यहाँ नजर आ रहा है?
जी बिल्कुल अच्छा माहौल है यहाँ पर। महिलाओं के लिए खूब अच्छा काम किया है मोदी साहब ने, इसलिए महिला को भी उत्साहित है यहाँ की।
कोई कह रहे हैं कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी का भी कुछ असर रहेगा?
कौन आम आदमी पार्टी, कौन कांग्रेस? मात्र को तो हम गुजरात से निकाल ही देंगे। भूल नहीं चिंगारी है, हम भारत की नारी है।
देखिए कैसे इस वक्त समर्थन में नारे भी लग रहे हैं और आगे तक पूरी तरीके से जो रोड शो है वो धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ रहा है। और केंद्रीय मंत्री स्मृति ईरानी की तस्वीरें भी आप यहाँ पर देखिए, कैसे वो इस वक्त ट्रैक्टर पर सवार हैं और लगातार उनकी जो रैली है वो आगे, जो रोड शो है वो लगातार आगे बढ़ रहा है और कैसे लोगों से वो उनका अभिवादन करते हुए आगे बढ़ रही है। और एक बात जो हम लगातार यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं, भले ही 8 साल का वक्त बीत चुका हो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का यहाँ से केंद्र में गए हुए, उसके बावजूद भी, और सेल्फी लेने की भी होड़ है लोगों में। जो लगातार स्मृति ईरानी यहाँ पर हैं और जाहिर है उनके प्रति लोगों का खासा जो लगाव है वो भी यहाँ पर हमें दिख रहा है। यानी लोगों की तरफ से लगातार जब हम बात करते हैं तो किसी तीसरे फैक्टर के होने की जो बात है वो साफ तौर पर इनकार यहाँ पर की जाती है। और अब रैली काफ़ी तेज़ी के साथ, जो रोड शो है काफ़ी तेज़ी के साथ आगे बढ़ रहा है। और हम लगातार कोशिश कर रहे हैं स्मृति ईरानी को यहाँ पर जो है लगातार अपने दर्शकों को तस्वीरें यहाँ पर दिखाएं। और जैसा हमने उनसे बात भी की, राहुल गांधी की तरफ से एक बयान दिया गया भगवान श्री राम के नाम को लेकर कि बीजेपी आरएसएस में सीता की कोई जगह नहीं है, और उस पर उन्होंने कहा कि वो लोग हमें पाठ पढ़ाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। और देखिए कैसे फूलों की बारिश कर उनका तस्वीरें
So the visuals there coming in right now from Mudasa in Gujarat, where Union Minister Smriti Irani is holding a massive roadshow ahead of phase 2 of Gujarat polls, which will happen on 5th of December. Remember, the first phase of Gujarat polls has happened on 1st of December, and all eyes are now on phase 2, following which the results will be announced on December 8th. We'll slip into a very short break for now, but on the other side, we'll continue to get you live coverage of road shows which continue ahead of phase 2 in Gujarat.
Will smart manufacturing complement traditional manufacturing processes or replace them entirely?
India will be able to contribute approximately 5% of the global market in terms of when we talk about additive manufacturing.
What kind of opportunities does it hold for the BTech students?
Amrita University, I would say, is ideal for students who come into manufacturing, additive manufacturing.
To know more, watch Amrita School of Engineering presents Shaping the Future of India this weekend, only on Republic TV.
Nora, did you receive some gifts from Nora, did you receive gifts? Nora, did you receive gifts? 1 minute. 1 second. Nora, did you receive gifts from the Sheikh? No. Big revelation on the question posed by Republic. She has clearly denied of receiving any gifts from Sukesh Chandrasekhar.
A high voltage battle which will decide the nation's political trajectory. Who will break their records and which faces will be the winners?
89 out of the 182 seats go to polls. Stay tuned to India's election news headquarters
as Gujarat goes to polls. Live coverage minute by minute
all day today on Republic.
Pakistan that would boast to the Chinese and tell them that, we can guarantee you absolute peace in Afghanistan, build the China-Pakistan economic corridor right through the heart of Afghanistan. But in the last 1 year, more than 300 Pakistani soldiers and policemen have been killed by various factions of the Afghan Taliban, and also the fearsome terrorist organization, the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Today, Pakistan is suing for peace.
What is it that is unique about your father's story to build the largest logistics company?
99% in the movie, it is a real-time story what has happened with us in our life. That's what been captured.
Why should a young person watch this film?
All the youngsters out there, they want to be an entrepreneur just in overnight. मतलब वो shortcut देख रहे हैं. Any business for that matter or any work for that matter और success आपको overnight नहीं आती. This is that film.
Sidhu Moosewala murder probe widens. Gangster Goldie Brar detained in America. Will he be extradited to India next?
Jagdish Titler campaigning for the Congress party. This move, of course, had been heavily criticized by the BJP as well as the Aam Aadmi Party.
After Jacqueline Fernandez, it is actor Nora Fatehi who is facing the heat of the agency.
The report exposes how Robert Vadra and Huda's family conspired together in a multi-crore scam.
Mr. Malia, why are the questions bothering you when I'm not getting a single answer? The entire disputed land will be handed over to the Hindu parties to make a Ram temple.
The mental torture of Jadhav that is consistently happening there, it's a very clear indication about how these confessions are actually doctored and taken. Delhi High Court has said the riots in 2020 evidently did not happen in the spur of the moment.
We see a split verdict in the Supreme Court. The one thing that needs to be understood is what is going to happen ahead.
As Gujarat goes to polls on the 1st of December, 89 of 182 seats will vote.
Where high voltage political battle has broken out in the state of Gujarat since the bipolarity of the state.
Will the BJP score a record victory in Gujarat? Is the Aam Aadmi Party even a factor?
Politics has been challenged for the first time. Watch the fastest updates only on India. And we're getting visuals from Gujarat where BJP is holding massive rallies and roadshows. The visuals on your screens are from Modasa and Ahmedabad. Yogi Adityanath, who's all set to hold a rally at 12 p.m. in Ahmedabad, and there you have the visuals of Smriti Irani's roadshow in Modasa, Gujarat. Harsha reporting live from Ahmedabad. Harsha, take us through the colours you're seeing around you. Talk to us about the preparations that are underway. Of course, we see the excitement is very much palpable ahead of Yogi's rally at 12 p.m.
Exactly, Samiksha. Right now, the visuals which are on your screen is from the Dholka Vidhan Sabha, Dholka Assembly constituency, which is in the Ahmedabad. It is almost 1.5 hour distance from Ahmedabad main city. It is the outskirts of Ahmedabad, but yes, those are the colourful visuals as Yogi Adityanath will be addressing this Jan Sabha here in Dholka Vidhan Sabha. So we have seen that BJP has fielded so many central leaders, and not only centrals, the BJP leaders who have big mass following here in Gujarat, promoting and addressing several Vidhan Sabhas. So these are the visuals, and in some time Yogi Adityanath will be coming here and addressing the rally over here, as today is the last day to campaign here in Dholka Vidhan Sabha in Ahmedabad for the second phase of assembly election. As we all know, 93 seats is going to poll on December 5th. So today is a very important day, as today is the last day of campaigning till 4 p.m. So Yogi Adityanath will be addressing more than 3 rallies today, more than 3 Jan Sabhas today in Ahmedabad, in the nearby area, the outskirts of Ahmedabad. Let us speak to a few of them because there are so many कार्यकर्तास and workers over here. Sir, आप लोग को माहौल कैसा लग रहा है यहाँ का? क्या आप लोग को संकेत मिल रहे हैं? गुजरात में त्रिकोणीय चुनाव दिख रहा है या क्या लगता है? माहौल क्या है?
माहौल तो बहुत ही बढ़िया है. बीजेपी की 125 से ऊपर सीटें आने वाली है, और ये योगी जी जो अभी इधर आ रहे हैं ना, वो इधर आ रहे हैं ना, इधर का माहौल पूरे अपने आप लोग आए उनको सुनने के लिए.
योगी जी उत्तर प्रदेश से गुजरात में आए आप लोग को संबोधित करने. क्या लगता है योगी जी का जादू चलेगा?
बहुत अच्छा चलेगा. यहाँ नहीं, पूरे गुजरात में चलेगा. योगी मोदी का ही जादू चलेगा और कोई नहीं चलने वाला.
So these are the कार्यकर्तास we are showing you, and these are the colorful visuals because there's so many who have come from different places to hear Yogi Adityanath, as today is the last day to campaign. We have been hearing Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi, we have been hearing HM Amit Shah doing the road show over there, and today Smriti Irani is also doing the road show. Sir, आज आप लोग योगी को सुनने आए हैं. देख रहे बीजेपी के जितने बड़े नेता हैं सब गुजरात में प्रचार कर रहे हैं. क्या लग रहा है, कांग्रेस और आम आदमी पार्टी कहीं दिख रही है?
कांग्रेस आम आदमी पार्टी कभी गुजरात में दिखी नहीं, दिखेगी भी नहीं. आम आदमी पार्टी का तो सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता. आप ये एटमॉस्फेयर देख सकते हैं, पूरा बीजेपी 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 है. बीजेपी.
These are the visuals we are showing you on Republic straight from the Gujarat Dholka Assembly constituency. Keep watching, stay tuned, keep watching Republic TV. We'll be right back after a short break, showing you the colorful visuals and the address of Yogi Adityanath too. Stay tuned, we'll be right back after a short break.
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना,
वो सपना जो बुना तुझे लगा गुनगुना.
कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा.
इसलिए ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स, सपने आपके, लैमिनेट्स हमारा. अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा.
What is it that is unique about your father's story to build the largest logistics company?
99% in the movie, it is a real-time story what has happened with us in our life. That's what been captured.
Why should a young person watch this film? All the youngsters out there, they want to be an entrepreneur just in overnight. मतलब वो shortcut देख रहे हैं. Any business for that matter or any work for that matter और success आपको overnight नहीं आती. This is that film.
Sidhu Moosewala murder probe widens. Gangster Goldie Brar detained in America. Will he be extradited to India next?
Jagdish Titler campaigning for the Congress party. This move, of course, had been heavily criticized by the BJP as well as the Aam Aadmi Party.
After Jacqueline Fernandez, it is actor Nora Fatehi who is facing the heat of the agency.
The report exposes how Robert Vadra and Huda's family conspired together in a multi-crore scam.
Mr. Malia, why are the questions bothering you when I'm not getting a single answer? The entire disputed land will be handed over to the Hindu parties to make a Ram temple. The mental torture of Jadhav that is consistently happening there, it's a very clear indication about how these confessions are actually doctored and taken. Delhi High Court has said the riots in 2020 evidently did not happen in the spur of the moment.
We see a split verdict in the Supreme Court. The one thing that needs to be understood is what is going to happen ahead.
As Gujarat goes to polls on the 1st of December, 89 of 182 seats will vote.
Where high voltage political battle has broken out in the state of Gujarat since the bipolarity of the state.
Will the BJP score a record victory in Gujarat? Is the Aam Aadmi Party even a factor?
Politics has been challenged for the first time. Watch the fastest updates only on India's election headquarters
on Republic TV.
BJP leader Ramchandra's son Dhanush has been under the scanner for going on and assaulting the hotel employees as well as staff.
A Pakistani Taliban suicide bomber targeted the police escorting a polio vaccination team in southwestern Pakistan on Wednesday, killing 4 people and wounding more than 30.
Anti-Brahmin, anti-Bunya sloganings, those have been put up inside the JNU campus.
Waterlogging has increased in the last 3 to 4 hours. Elphinstone station is shut, which means all those people who are hoping to go back home. When you look at that crowd, what's the message that Houston is sending out? There is also anticipation of a few announcements being made. What are your expectations when they both come up on stage? Are you expecting something big? I'm at the Jama Masjid in Bandra and there are thousands of people behind me. Why they are protesting, but the situation is pretty tense. Thousands of people.
All right, getting in visuals right now of the raids being carried out by the state investigation agency at 12 locations, including at the residence of the Hurriyat activists. So these are the first visuals coming in of the raids being carried out by the state investigation agency. We understand that the sleuths of the investigation agency, with the help of local police as well as the CRPF jawans, are carrying out these raids in Srinagar, Bandipora, Badgam, Kupwara and other districts of the valley. So several locations where the raids are being carried out and searches are being carried out at the residence of Hurriyat activists in Srinagar. We'll slip into a very short break. On the other side, we'll get you more details on the mega SI raids which are underway in several locations, including Srinagar, Hurriyat activist, which is under the scanner of the state investigation agency.
The report exposes how Robert Vadra and Huda's family conspired together in a multi-crore scam.
Mr. Malia, why are the questions bothering you when I'm not getting a single answer? The entire disputed land will be handed over to the Hindu parties to make a Ram temple. The mental torture of Jadhav that is consistently happening there, it's a very clear indication about how these confessions are actually doctored and taken. Delhi High Court has said the riots in 2020 evidently did not happen in the spur of the moment.
We see a split verdict in the Supreme Court, the one thing that needs to be understood is what is going to happen ahead.
As Gujarat goes to polls on the 1st of December, 89 of 182 seats will vote.
Where high voltage political battle has broken out in the state of Gujarat since the bipolarity of the state.
Will the BJP score a record victory in Gujarat? Is the Aam Aadmi Party even a factor?
Politics has been challenged for the first time. Watch the fastest updates only on India's election headquarters
on Republic TV.
BJP leader Ramchandra's son Dhanush has been under the scanner for going on and assaulting the hotel employees as well as staff.
A Pakistani Taliban suicide bomber targeted the police escorting a polio vaccination team in southwestern Pakistan on Wednesday, killing 4 people and wounding more than 30.
Anti-Brahmin, anti-Bunya sloganings, those have been put up inside the JNU campus.
Waterlogging has increased in the last 3 to 4 hours. Elphinstone station is shut, which means all those people who are hoping to go back home. When you look at that crowd, what's the message that Houston is sending out? There is also anticipation of a few announcements being made. What are your expectations when they both come up on stage? Are you expecting something big? I'm at the Jama Masjid in Bandra and there are thousands of people behind me. Why they are protesting, but the situation is pretty tense. Thousands of people that you see. 4 दिन की रिमांड है, 4 दिन की रिमांड. कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप? पत्राचौल स्कैम, मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग का चार्ज के बारे में क्या बोलना चाहते हैं आप?
Seats will go for polls on December 5th as phase 2 of polls goes underway. Stay tuned to India's election news headquarters. Gujarat goes to polls. Live coverage only on Republic TV. Viewers, you're watching India's #1 news channel, Republic TV. I am Shivangi Shukla. Let's see what's making the headlines this Saturday. Congress Jammu and Kashmir chief runs down third highest civilian award, calls it a Chota award. Now as the Padma Award insult gets bigger, Ghulam Nabi Azad's party rise to President Murmu. Satra land encroachment report lays bare the encroachment thread. The time to act is now. It's Congress versus Congress once again. Sandeep Dixit puts it out there, tweets against Devendra Yadav. Countdown to the Gujarat poll, second phase. Smriti Irani, Yogi Adityanath campaign across Gujarat. Blast reported at TMC leader's house in East Midnapur district of West Bengal. BJP alleges TMC leader was making bombs. Viewers, we're live and breaking, and right now we're getting some fresh updates coming in. Right now, SIA raids 12 locations, including Hurriyat activist in Srinagar. Big news coming in. A state investigation agency, SIA, with the help of police, is conducting raids at 12 locations in Kashmir in connection with an already registered case, viewers. And this is a big story we're getting for you. Multi-location raids are happening. In fact, 12 locations are being raided right now in Jammu and Kashmir. The raids are happening by the state investigation agency. The investigation agency is now with the assistance of the local police and CRPF are carrying out raids in summer capital Srinagar as well, Kupwara and other districts of the valley. And we have got some more exclusive details, viewers. Searches are being carried out at the residences of Mohammad Ashraf,
who's a Hurriyat activist in Srinagar, Mushtaq Ahmed Wani, son of Abdul Ahad Wani, a resident of that area. So let's go straight across to Zeenat. Zeenat, we're getting some fresh updates right now. Mega raids happening at 12 locations. Take us through the details we're picking up.
See, these are the raids being done by the State Investigation Agency, SIA, and the raids are in coordination with the Jammu and Kashmir Police. The agencies are conducting at least almost at 12 locations in the valley, and this is already, they are investigating the terror funding as far as the raids in the Srinagar is concerned. That yes, the Hurriyat activist Muhammad Ashraf, who resides in Barzala Baghat of Srinagar, his residence along with the other people are being raided by the investigating agency, and similarly the raids are being carried by the agency at Kralpura, Kupwara of North Kashmir, a resident of Dardahari, Kralpura, Kupwara. His residence is also being searched by the investigating agency. And similarly, the raids are also being carried by the agency in Baramulla, North Kashmir, the Patan area of Baramulla, where the house of the Muzaffar Hussain Butt is being raided by the sleuth of SIA. Similarly, the multiple raids are being done by the state investigating agencies, and these are the raids. The FIR was registered by SIA in 2022 itself, and they are investigating the terror funding in Jammu and Kashmir, and that's why we are seeing once again the raids back in Valley as far as the SIA is along with the police is concerned. You remember last time the SIA conducted and seized the properties of the Jamaat-e-Islami in Shopian. So they are the part of the raids where the investigating agency is trying their best to take the terror out from, and the source of funding terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. They are carrying the multiple raids in Kashmir Valley from North Kashmir's Baramulla, Kupwara to Srinagar's Barzala area. And similarly, one more raid is being carried by the SIA in Bandipora and also the Central Kashmir Budgam area, where the raids are being done by the SIA along with Jammu and Kashmir Police.
All right, Zeenat, there are a couple of names coming up who are being raided right now. The raids are being carried out at residences of Muhammad Ashraf, who's a Hurriyat leader, also Mushtaq Ahmed Wani. Also, we are getting a name called Muhammad Saeed Bhatt, son of Abdul Jabbar Bhatt, a resident of the area in Kupwara. Who are these people and how are they connected to terror funding and other aspects being investigated right now?
As far as these people are concerned, they are the Hurriyat activists. As far as Muhammad Ashraf, who resides at the Barzala in Srinagar, is the one who has his association with the Hurriyat conference. He is known as a Hurriyat activist, and his residence is being searched. You see, it has definitely helped the state investigating agencies, because these raids have always helped the agency as far as taking the terror out from Jammu and Kashmir, because as per the investigating agency, they are the people who have been supporting the terrorism despite being known as the white-collar terrorists. They have been supporting the terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir by funding organizations, and there was an FIR that was also registered this year as far as this multiple raids and terror financing in Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. These raids are the part of the same investigation being carried by the state investigating agency, where they are looking for the source of terror funding in Jammu and Kashmir. So they have recently when the raids were carried by the agency, that time also multiple laptops, the incriminating material and other things were seized by the investigating agency, and many of the people as of now have been arrested in the recent past by the SIA when they did their investigation as far as the South Kashmir is concerned. And also recently SIA was able to seize the properties of the Jamaat-e-Islami after they conducted raids, and the property was seized after getting the orders from the District Development Commissioner of Shopian. So this is just there to take the terror out from Jammu and Kashmir. We are witnessing this.
Right. Okay. Okay, Zeenat, you're getting us exclusive details and exclusive images as well, viewers. Now you can see that the SIA, the State Investigation Agency, with the help of the police, is conducting raids at 12 locations in Kashmir in connection with an already registered case. Now, like Zeenat was telling us, terror funding is coming out in a big way here. That's being investigated. Residences of Hurriyat leaders are being raided as well. We're talking about Muhammad Ashraf. We're talking about Mushtaq Ahmed Wani, Abdul Ahmed Wani, residential house of Muhammad Saeed Bhatt, son of Abdul Jabbar Bhatt. Also, and now these are people who are staying in Kupwara and other places. The raids are happening at 12 locations, viewers, and that includes a couple of locations like Badgaon, Kupwara, Bandipura, Srinagar as well. A lot of raids being carried out in Srinagar right now at 12 locations in Jammu and Kashmir. Now, this story is extremely exclusive, and the visuals you see on your screen are only exclusive on Republic TV.
क्योंकि कांग्रेस ने अपने आप को गाली देने वाले पार्टी के रूप में स्थापित कर ही लिया है। रह रह के नरेंद्र मोदी जी के लिए, जो हमारे यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री हैं, उनके लिए जिस प्रकार के भाषा का प्रयोग, जिस प्रकार की गालियों का प्रयोग उनके उच्च नेता, कांग्रेस पार्टी के बड़े नेता कर रहे हैं, हर दिन टीवी में देखने को मिल रहा है। इट हैज बिकम अ यूजुअल प्रोसीजर, इट हैज बिकम an issue of common occurrence, a new normal as far as Congress party is concerned. बंधुगण, रावण के विषय में सुना था, मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी ने आदरणीय मोदी जी को रावण कह के संबोधित किया था। तो एक बहुत बड़े नेता, कांग्रेस पार्टी के पूर्व सांसद और कर्नाटक के दिग्गज नेता बीएस उग्रप्पा जी ने मोदी जी को अभी भस्मासुर कहा है। उन्होंने कहा है कि मोदी जी भस्मासुर हैं और पूरे हिंदुस्तान को और बच्चों के भविष्य को, वो भारतवर्ष को भस्म करने में लगे हुए हैं, उसे डिस्ट्रॉय करने में, उसे बर्बाद करने में लगे हुए हैं और एक असुर हैं, भस्मासुर हैं। आप सोचिए किस प्रकार का भाषा है ये। भस्मासुर, अपने प्रधानमंत्री के लिए इस प्रकार के भाषा का प्रयोग करना। बंधुगण, आज अखबार में एक बहुत ही सुखद खबर है। G20 चल रहा है और G20 के पूरे इस प्रकरण के आरंभ में ही यूएस के राष्ट्राध्यक्ष बाइडेन साहब ने कहा है कि मैं अपने दोस्त मोदी के साथ खड़ा हूं और G20 में जो भी समर्थन हमारा रहेगा, हम सब मिलकर आगे काम करेंगे। एक तरफ पूरा विश्व, द होल ग्लोब स्टैंड्स विथ नरेंद्र मोदी, एक तरफ पूरा विश्व आज मोदी जी का लोहा मान रहा है और किस प्रकार से हम अपने प्रधानमंत्री को लेकर आगे बढ़ें, इस पर पूरा विश्व आज चिंतन कर रहा है। मगर उसी समय कांग्रेस पार्टी का इस प्रकार की भाषा का प्रयोग मोदी जी के लिए ये अपने आप में बहुत ही दुखद है और चिंतनीय है। रावण खुद मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी ने कहा और आज मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी के खुद के बहुत निकट के पूर्व सांसद कांग्रेस पार्टी के, और याद होगा आपको, ये सांसद वो हैं जिन्होंने गलती से एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में अपना माइक ऑन रख लिया था, बीएस उग्रप्पा साहब ने, और उसमें कांग्रेस के सारे काले कारनामे मीडिया के सामने उजागर हो गए थे। गलती से पीसी से पहले, प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस से पहले वो बोल रहे थे कि ये डीके शिव कुमार तो 100 करोड़ रुपए ले गया है, मगर फलाना फलाना ये तो कमीशन खाता है। ये सारी चीजें उनकी खुद के पीसी में रिकॉर्ड हो चुकी। तो ये वो बीएस उग्रप्पा जी हैं जिन्होंने अब मोदी जी को भस्मासुर कहा है। रावण कह लिया, दुर्योधन कह लिया, भस्मासुर कह लिया, मोदी नीच इंसान है यह भी कह लिया, मोदी यमराज है यह भी कह लिया। सोनिया जी ने तो खुद कहा था मोदी जी मौत का सौदागर हैं। मोदी जी को कॉकरोच कह लिया, मोदी जी को चूहा कह लिया, नपुंसक कह लिया, औकात दिखा देंगे गुजरात में यह भी कह दिया है और चोर भी कह दिया है। पूरी फहरिस्त है मेरे सामने, मगर आज मैं कहना चाहता हूं कि 100 गाली पूरे हो चुके हैं, 100 गाली पूरे हो चुके हैं। कांग्रेस ने अपने आप को शिशुपाल के रूप में प्रस्तुत किया है। अब समय आ चुका है जब गुजरात की जनता और हिंदुस्तान की जनता, जो जनार्दन है, जनार्दन माने कृष्ण है, जनता ही कृष्ण है, जनता ही जनार्दन है। अब हम आह्वान करते हैं जनता से, जनार्दन से और कृष्ण से कि वो लोकतंत्र रूपी चक्र धारण करके ऐसी पार्टी का लोकतांत्रिक रूप से समापन करे। 100 गालियां कांग्रेस ने दे दिया है, 100 गालियां गिनती के साथ, रावण, दुर्योधन, भस्मासुर, चोर इत्यादि कहते हुए, मौत का सौदागर। 100 गालियां पूरी हो चुकी है। अब जनता जनार्दन, जनता ही कृष्ण है और भगवान कृष्ण बन के जनता अब सुदर्शन उठा करके, लोकतांत्रिक सुदर्शन उठा करके, लोकतांत्रिक तरीके से ईवीएम के माध्यम से गुजरात में और पूरे हिंदुस्तान में जवाब देगी कि गाली देने वाला कभी बड़ा नहीं हो सकता है, कोविड में वैक्सीन देने वाला बड़ा होता है। वो व्यक्ति कभी भस्मासुर हो ही नहीं सकता है जिसने 80 करोड़ जनता को राशन दिया। गुजरात में 4 करोड़ लोगों को राशन दिया है। वो व्यक्ति कभी भी भस्मासुर नहीं हो सकता है जिसने गुजरात के अंदर 11 लाख लोगों को आवास योजना के माध्यम से आवास देने का काम किया है। वह व्यक्ति कभी भस्मासुर नहीं हो सकता है जिसने गुजरात के सौराष्ट्र में जहां पानी की कमी थी वहां मां नर्मदा से प्रार्थना करते हुए मां नर्मदा के पानी को सौराष्ट्र में पहुंचाया और सौराष्ट्र को सिंचित करने का काम किया है, पल्लवित करने का काम किया है। वह कभी भी असुर नहीं हो सकता है। वह व्यक्ति कभी भी असुर नहीं हो सकता है जिसने बिजली और हर घर नल योजना के माध्यम से पूरे हिंदुस्तान में करोड़ों लोगों के हृदय को छूने का काम किया है। इसलिए वह भस्मासुर नहीं हो सकता। मगर आज मुझे कहते हुए आश्चर्य लग रहा है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी के शब्दकोश में केवल और केवल गाली है। बंधुगण, एक यह विषय था और दूसरा विषय भी उतना ही संगीन है और दूसरे विषय को जरा तफसील से मैं रखूंगा ताकि आप सब इसे पूरी तरीके से समझ सकेंगे। ये केजरीवाल जी और ये मनीष सिसोदिया जी जो हैं दिल्ली में, ये जिस प्रकार से प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करते हैं और जिस प्रकार से कहानी के माध्यम से झूठ को सच बनाने की कोशिश करते हैं, ये हम सब जानते हैं। अभी चंद दिनों पहले केजरीवाल जी ने कहा कि मनीष सिसोदिया जी को क्लीन चिट मिल गया है और ये जो एक्साइज पॉलिसी वाला घोटाला है ये कोई घोटाला नहीं है, क्योंकि सीबीआई ने और ईडी ने मनीष सिसोदिया जी के ऊपर किसी प्रकार का कोई चार्जशीट नहीं किया है। मैं अब 5 मिनट लूंगा और मगर पूरी तरह से ये जो झूठ अरविंद केजरीवाल जी और मनीष सिसोदिया जी बोल रहे हैं उसको यहाँ पर पर्दाफाश करूंगा और बिल्कुल बताऊंगा कि क्यों ये झूठ है। और आने वाले समय पर गाज क्यों मनीष सिसोदिया जी पे गिरेगी ये मैं बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता के नाते नहीं बोल रहा। जो एक्साइज पॉलिसी को स्टडी किया हुआ है, जिस व्यक्ति ने और जिन लोगों ने एक्साइज पॉलिसी को करीब से देखा है, उनके मन में किसी प्रकार का डाउट या संशय नहीं है कि गाज तो मनीष सिसोदिया जी जो कि एक्साइज मिनिस्टर रहे हैं और जिनके तत्वावधान में, जिनके गाइडेंस में ये पॉलिसी बनी है, गाज तो गिरेगा ही गिरेगा और वो कानून के आगे पेश होंगे ही होंगे। ऐसा क्यों है इसके विषय में बहुत डिटेल में मैं नहीं जाऊंगा, मगर कुछ आज खुलासा करूंगा। पहले भी बीजेपी ने ये प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस किया था, कई प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस किए हैं। आप जानते हैं कि ये 32 पेज का एक रिमांड नोट है। ये जो 32 पेज का रिमांड नोट है, ये आज से कुछ दिनों पहले, 3-4 दिन पहले, एक अमित अरोड़ा, आप जानते हैं ये जो पूरा का पूरा शराब घोटाला हुआ, उसमें अमित अरोड़ा एक व्यक्ति है जिसने पैसा लिया, पैसा दिया, ये सारा काम अमित अरोड़ा ने भी किया है। तो इस अमित अरोड़ा की गिरफ्तारी हुई थी और गिरफ्तारी के बाद हमें अमित अरोड़ा का रिमांड क्यों चाहिए, तो ईडी ने कोर्ट में ये सारा डॉक्यूमेंट रखा था कि क्यों चाहिए। तो उस डॉक्यूमेंट में जो 32 पेज का है उसमें कुछ ऐसी बातें हैं जो ये स्पष्ट करता है कि मनीष सिसोदिया के खिलाफ जो एक्साइज पॉलिसी में इन्वेस्टिगेशन है वो ऑनगोइंग है। नंबर 1, वो चल रहा है, समाप्त नहीं हुआ है। नंबर 2, वो संगीन है, जो आरोप उसमें हैं वो बहुत ही संगीन है। और इतने सारे तार आके मनीष सिसोदिया के साथ जुड़ रहे हैं कि ये पूरा का पूरा इन्वेस्टिगेशन करके एक होलसम, मतलब एक पूरा डॉक्यूमेंट मनीष सिसोदिया पे फुल प्रूफ तरीके से तैयार करने के लिए थोड़ा वक्त तो लगेगा, मगर वो फुल प्रूफ होगा। अभी सीबीआई ने और ईडी ने जो चार्जशीट दाखिल किया वो उन लोगों के खिलाफ था जो लोग गिरफ्तार थे या जिनको रिमांड में लेना था। जैसे कि किसको कस्टडी में रखा हुआ है, इनकी कस्टडी एक्सटेंड करनी है तो एक टाइम लिमिट होता है, उसके अंदर आपको चार्जशीट फाइल करना पड़ता है, तभी आप उनको ज़्यादा दिन रख के और पूछताछ कर सकते हैं। तो इसलिए ये कुछ लोगों के खिलाफ 5-6 लोग जो गिरफ्तार थे, जो अंदर थे, जिनमें विजय नायर, मनीष सिसोदिया का राइट हैंड है, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के दोस्त हैं और ऑफिशियल बंगलों में, ये जो विजय नायर है ये ऑफिशियल बंगलों में मिनिस्टर, कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर के बंगलों में रहते थे। आम आदमी पार्टी ने उन्हें कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर का बंगलो भी दिया हुआ था, तो उसमें रहते थे। ये लोग सब गिरफ्तार थे, तो चार्जशीट में इन लोगों का नाम है। इन सबके तार मनीष सिसोदिया से जुड़ रहे हैं। इसमें कुछ तथ्य मैं आपके सामने रखूंगा। देखिए, एक तो मैंने जो बार बार कहा आपको कि मनीष सिसोदिया जी इससे छूट नहीं सकते हैं, वो इसलिए कह रहा हूं क्योंकि इन्वेस्टिगेशन ऑनगोइंग है। आप इसमें 2-3 बातें मैं मार्क करूंगा, आप इसको याद रखिएगा। पहला, मैं कुछ तारीख बताऊंगा, पत्रकार सामने लिख रहे हैं, वो तारीख जरा आप लिख लेंगे क्योंकि ईजी रहेगा। इसमें लिखा हुआ है कि एन FIR नंबर सो एंड सो डेटेड 17/8/2022 was registered by CBI ACB न्यू दिल्ली अगेंस्ट श्री मनीष सिसोदिया। तो मनीष सिसोदिया जी का नाम पहली बार आता है कि 17 अगस्त 2022 को मनीष सिसोदिया के नाम पे एक FIR दर्ज हुआ और ये CBI और ACB न्यू दिल्ली ने किया है। नंबर इत्यादि दिया हुआ है, मैं डिटेल में नहीं जाता हूं। पहली बार मनीष सिसोदिया का नाम, डेट याद रखिएगा क्योंकि कुछ खुलासा हम करने वाले हैं 17 तारीख को। उसके बाद आप देखिएगा दूसरे पन्ने पे फिर से मनीष सिसोदिया जी का नाम आता है और 4th पैराग्राफ में कोर्ट में सबमिट किया हुआ रिमांड कहती है कि द OM मतलब ऑफिस मेमो, द OM discloses that Shri Manish Sisodiya, Deputy Chief Minister GNCTD of Delhi, Shri Arva Gopi Krishnan, then Commissioner Excise GNCTD Delhi, and Shri Anand Tiwari, then Deputy Commissioner Delhi, Shri Pankaj Bhatnagar, Assistant Commissioner of Delhi, were instrumental in recommending and taking decisions pertaining to excise policy for the year 21-22 without approval of competent authority with an intention to extend undue favors to licensees। तो मनीष सिसोदिया का नाम नंबर 1 पे आता है। बाकी कुछ लोगों का नाम आता है कि ये वो लोग हैं जिन्होंने 21-22 में एक ऐसा एक्साइज पॉलिसी तैयार किया जिसमें अनड्यू बेनिफिट कुछ लोगों को मिल सके, उसके लिए एक षड्यंत्र रचा गया। तो इस कस्टडी नोट में भी मनीष सिसोदिया जी का नाम मौजूद है। 2 तारीख फिर आप याद रखेंगे इसमें। एक तारीख है 20/7/2022 जब श्री विनय कुमार सक्सेना, ऑनरेबल लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर दिल्ली के, उन्होंने इसको फ्लैग ऑफ किया था और एक लेटर लिखा था कि इस पर केस होना चाहिए। और 22/7/2022 2 दिन के बाद इस पे FIR रजिस्टर किया गया। अर्थात ये जो पूरे मामले पर FIR रजिस्टर करने का काम पहली बार 22/7/2022 को हुआ। तीसरी बार इसमें मनीष सिसोदिया जी का नाम आता है, दूसरे पेज में ही आता है। इसमें लिखा जाता है, बहुत लोगों का नाम है और आगे आता है, दीज पीपल आर क्लोज एसोसिएट्स ऑफ श्री मनीष सिसोदिया एंड एक्टिवली इन्वॉल्व्ड इन मैनेजिंग एंड डाइवर्टिंग दी undue pecuniary advantages collected from liquor licensees to accused public servants। इसमें अमित अरोड़ा का भी नाम है, दिनेश अरोड़ा का नाम है, अर्जुन पांडे का नाम है। ये सारे लोग ये पैसा इकट्ठा करते थे और पैसा इकट्ठा करने के बाद ये आगे इस पैसा को बढ़ाते थे। और इस पूरे प्रकरण में मनीष सिसोदिया जी का एक बहुत बड़ा हाथ था क्योंकि ये सारे लोग मनीष सिसोदिया के क्लोज लोग हैं। ये भी आप कस्टडी नोट में देख सकते हैं। फिर एक तीसरे पन्ने पर आता है कि इट इज रिवील्ड दैट द दिल्ली एक्साइज पॉलिसी वाज अ डिवाइस क्रिएटेड बाय द लीडर्स ऑफ आम आदमी पार्टी। ये एक डिवाइस था जो लीडर्स ऑफ आम आदमी पार्टी ने क्रिएट किया था टू रिसीव किकबैक्स लेने के लिए, घूस लेने के लिए और पैसे पाने के लिए एक डिवाइस क्रिएट किया था। तो ये लीडर्स कौन है मैं भविष्य में बताऊंगा आपको। अब आप आगे देख सकते हैं, इसमें आता है GOM, ये पेज नंबर 5 में है कि ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स। तो ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स जिसके अंतर्गत ये पूरी एक्साइज पॉलिसी बनी वाज हेडेड बाय हुम, मनीष सिसोदिया। तो ये पूरा जो ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स है जिसके अंतर्गत ये सब कुछ हो रहा था, तो उसके हेड मनीष सिसोदिया है। तो स्वाभाविक है जब गलती आप करते हैं तो आपका जो हेड होता है जिसके निर्देश पाकर आप गलती करते हैं तो हेड के ऊपर ये सारा विषय जाता है। तो मनीष सिसोदिया जी का नाम दोबारा आता है GOM के माध्यम से। कई जगह इसी प्रकार आप देख सकते हैं, मैं आपका समय नहीं लूंगा क्योंकि विषय पे आना है मुझे। कई जगह और GOM और मनीष सिसोदिया का नाम पेज नंबर 10 पे भी आता है कि GOM वेंट अगेंस्ट द सजेशंस ऑफ द एक्सपर्ट कमिटी एंड द पब्लिक कमेंट्स तो एक्सपर्ट कमेटी के खिलाफ में गया और पैसा पाने के उद्देश्य से मैलाफाइड इंटेंशन के माध्यम से मनीष सिसोदिया ने काम किया। यहां भी मनीष सिसोदिया जी का नाम आता है। आगे भी पेज नंबर 12 में मनीष सिसोदिया जी का नाम आता है कि पहले कैसे केवल 2% दिया जाता था कमीशन, मनीष सिसोदिया जी के कहने पर 12% कमीशन दिया जाने लगा और इसका एक बड़ा चंक जो है ये 6% घूस के रूप में आम आदमी पार्टी को ही और मनीष सिसोदिया जी के कहने पर यह होता था। यह भी कस्टडी नोट में मेंशन्ड है। तो कहने का तात्पर्य है कि कस्टडी नोट में ये सारी चीजें मेंशन है और कैसे उसके कारण 2873 करोड़ रुपया का नुकसान हुआ, यह भी मेंशन है। ये सारे प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंसेस हमने किए हैं, इसलिए मैं डिटेल में नहीं जा रहा हूं। अब मैं आपको एक टाइमलाइन बताऊंगा और उसके बाद कुछ दिखाऊंगा जिसको देखने के बाद आपको बड़ा आश्चर्य होगा कि क्या किया मनीष सिसोदिया ने। टाइमलाइन आप नोट करिए। ये जो एक्सपर्ट कमेटी है वो बनती है 4 सितंबर 2020 को। कैसा होना चाहिए एक्साइज पॉलिसी। उसके बाद ये एक्साइज पॉलिसी जो थी उन्होंने रिपोर्ट अपना सबमिट किया 13 अक्टूबर 2020 को। ये रवि धवन जी की एक्सपर्ट कमेटी थी। फिर 31 दिसंबर 2020 को ये पूरा रिपोर्ट एक्सपर्ट कमेटी की पब्लिक के सामने प्लेस होती है कि पब्लिक अपना कमेंट दे वेबसाइट पे। फिर 5 फरवरी 2021 को ये सारे जो कमेंट्स पब्लिक से आए थे ये काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स के सामने, दिल्ली के मंत्रियों के सामने ये रखा जाता है। फिर उसी दिन 5 फरवरी 2021 को एक गवर्नमेंट GOM, ये ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स जिसको मनीष सिसोदिया हेड करते हैं, वो बनाया जाता है। और 22 मार्च 2021 को ये GOM मनीष सिसोदिया जी रिपोर्ट सबमिट करते हैं और 22 मार्च 2021 को ही मनीष सिसोदिया जी ये सारा विषय कि हमारी ये रिपोर्ट है ये काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स को भी रखते हैं। 5 जुलाई 2021 को ये पूरा का पूरा जो फाइनल पॉलिसी मनीष सिसोदिया बनाते हैं वो उसे अपलोड करते हैं वेबसाइट के ऊपर। मगर अभी जो कस्टडी नोट है उसमें बताया गया है, मैं दोबारा नहीं बताऊंगा क्योंकि पहले बीजेपी ने इस पे प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की कि 5 जुलाई 2021 को तो मनीष सिसोदिया जी अपलोड करते हैं मगर 31 मई 2021 को 2 महीने पहले उसे लीक भी कर देते हैं। और इस कस्टडी नोट में उन 5 लोगों का नाम है जिनको मनीष सिसोदिया जी की तरफ से ये सारे लीक करके पहले ही एक्साइज नोट भेज दिया गया था। मैं वो भी आपको दिखा दूंगा। और फिर फाइनली ये जो एक्साइज पॉलिसी इंप्लीमेंट होता है 17 नवंबर 2021 को, 17 नवंबर 2021। और उसके बाद वीके सक्सेना साहब जो हमारे LG हैं दिल्ली के, वो 20 जुलाई 2022 को फ्लैग ऑफ करते हैं कि इसमें गड़बड़ी है भैया, जांच करिए। तो 17 नवंबर 2021 को ये इंप्लीमेंट होता है और 20 जुलाई 2022 को ये फ्लैग ऑफ होता है सक्सेना जी द्वारा। और पहला FIR जैसे मैंने बताया 22 जुलाई 2022 को होता है और मनीष सिसोदिया जी के खिलाफ पहला FIR 17 अगस्त 2022 को होता है। ये FIR CBI द्वारा होती है 17 अगस्त 2022 को। और एक्साइज पॉलिसी 31 जुलाई 2022 को वापस लिया जाता है। अब ये टाइमलाइन मैंने बताया, अब आप असली मुद्दे पर आइए। आप देखिएगा कस्टडी नोट में एक पैरा 2.6 है जिसमें लार्ज स्केल डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ डिजिटल एविडेंस, जिसके विषय में हमने पहले बताया था मगर हमने कहा था कि डिटेल आपको बाद में बताएंगे। कैसे मोबाइल फोन डिस्ट्रॉय किए गए, लगभग 170 मोबाइल फोन डिस्ट्रॉय किया गया, ये हमने बताया था पहले आपको। ये 170 मोबाइल फोन किसके थे? 36 ऐसे लोग थे जो एक्यूज थे, जिसमें मनीष सिसोदिया भी हैं। तो 36 लोगों ने 170 मोबाइल फोन डिस्ट्रॉय किया जो कि लगभग 1.4 करोड़ रुपए के मोबाइल फोन थे। खैर ये सब विषय हमने बताया है। तो जो 36 लोग थे उसमें मनीष सिसोदिया जो एक्साइज मिनिस्टर थे उनका भी मोबाइल फोन डिस्ट्रॉय हुआ है। अब टाइमलाइन आपको याद है। अब मैं आपको इंटरेस्टिंग खुलासा करने वाला हूं। आप लोग इसे दिखाइएगा मत, मैं दूर से एक झपकी दिखाऊंगा क्योंकि मोबाइल फोन नंबर इसमें लिखा हुआ है सिसोदिया जी को, जो हम नहीं चाहते हैं पब्लिक हो क्योंकि मोबाइल फोन जो नंबर्स ये प्राइवेट होते हैं। अब मैं कुछ आपको सनसनीखेज खुलासे करूंगा। मनीष सिसोदिया जी, इनका मोबाइल नंबर 96501010XX। मैं लास्ट के 2 डिजिट XX कर दूंगा ताकि ये प्राइवेसी को हम बचा सके। ये हमने मीडिया से ही सीखा है, धन्यवाद। 96501010XX ये मोबाइल नंबर मतलब मनीष सिसोदिया जी के पास था। और आपको जान के आश्चर्य होगा, मोबाइल नंबर वही है मगर 7 बार इंस्ट्रूमेंट बदल दिया गया। 7 टाइम्स उसी मोबाइल नंबर पे इंस्ट्रूमेंट बदला गया। कब कब बदला गया आप देखिए। मैंने आपको कहा कि जो